Share. Okay, welcome back. Okay, everybody. Been a minute, but we're to it. Let's see where we are. It has been 251 days since this party began, and you've gotten yourselves into quite a number of pickles since then. Most recently is the war against the Iron Fae. Quite bravely, quite valiantly, quite tactfully, you fought back your adversaries into their domain and out of the lands of summer and autumn. And as you had brought them to that sort of stalemate and decided where you could push on to their lands or do something else, in true Fey nature, you thought of something else. A plan so crazy, a plan so out there, a plan so uncertain to succeed that it might just work. You have decided to go after the ritual of the First Sundering. It is said that long ago, the island of Evermeet on the Sword Coast was created when a number of powerful elven mages came together and formed a massive ritual, one that pulled a piece of a Vandar, the elven afterlife, out of the outer planes and into this one. The event was cataclysmic in the damage it caused. The geography of the Sword Coast the world was changed irrevocably. Everyone who took part in the ritual died except for one, the centralmost caster, and many more died and perished during this calamity. But the party thinks that you're cool enough and awesome enough and smart enough to do it better than they did it. Second time around, baby. So you have come with one of the princes of the Misty Forest. You have come with what's his name? There we are, Prince Aligathus. The oldest son, heir, and prince to the Misty Forest. You have come here to convince his father, King Melindrock, to provide you diplomatic access to Evermeet and succeed. You attended a small party for the return of the prince, and King Melindrock has organized you all to sort of go there to diplomatic sense, because only those who are going there with sort of diplomatic privileges are allowed to set foot on a Vandar. The only non-elves are allowed to set on foot on Evermeet. And now you have the ability to do so. So that is where we pick up today. It is the morning after your ball with King Melindrock and his noble court of wild elves. Not terribly unlike, very important, almost forgot. How could I forget? In the course of this, it seems that the Demon Omicron of Igwolf has drawn the attention of the greater gods of the outer plane, and it seems that one of the sons of Torm himself descended from the heavens and tried to take it from you all by force. It did not go well for him. In fact, not well at all. You guys didn't even have the decency to kill him. No. Instead, you unleashed your demon mage on him, and she bound his soul into your service. Oops. And now that this literal demigod, this son of the god Torm, now in your service. So, you are recommended to go to Waterdeep and find the best vessel you can, the strongest vessel with the most capable captain you possibly can, because the waters to Evermeet are perilous, and who ever find their ways in there. So, what do you do?
Is it just us and Aligarthus coming, or is other people?
No, it's just you guys and Prince Aligarthus are going. Unless you would wish to request others go with you.
No, I was just double checking numbers.
No problem. Does anyone remember the name of the Empyrean that attacked you guys? It's in my notes back in Utah.
the Empyrean that attacked us?
That's right.
How long ago?
It was last
2
session.
weeks. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so 2 weeks ago.
I didn't write it down, sorry.
It's all good. If you guys didn't, I just thought I wrote my calendar, but I did not.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Oh, I don't have it written down. I'm so sorry.
It's all good if anyone finds it. I'd appreciate it, but it's all good if you don't. That's also fine. All right. So anyway, back to the game. My apologies. What would you all like to do? Head out that direction?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Do you all have any kind of super speedy way of doing that, or are you guys?
Yeah, I was just trying. I don't think I've been to Waterdeep, but I could. So I don't know if I can tree stride us there or whatever. Transport via plants.
Yeah, I'll simply say that Prince Aligarthus says, "Oh, I didn't want to insist upon you anything, just in case somebody had abilities, but my father has access to teleportation circle to get to Waterdeep. We could use that if you all wish to expedite the journey."
That sounds
For me,
much
yeah.
better.
Yes, that sounds terribly convenient.
It is quite good. Uh, who is your wizard? I feel like it's been a year since I played this guy. Mithroel. Mithroel probably answers. She's like, I'm too lazy today to cast anything. I'm just going to follow along. I might have a teleport. Who knows? I'm kind of mysterious like that. So you guys will take a mage will be made available to you to cast teleportation circle. A very specific signet cast is sort of drawn upon the ground in magical chalks, and a great force is brought forth. King Melandrak, who's present, says, "Good luck and be cautious." And you all step through the portal, and you guys will arrive in Waterdeep. The various guards there will be like, give you a nod, and you'll find yourself standing before Waterdeep cavalry, true knights of Waterdeep who ride on Griffin back. Some of you may have heard the legends of Waterdeep. But here you step into the City of Splendor, a gorgeous city where they say there is nothing that cannot be found if you have enough time or money. It is the city where everything is available to everyone, of means, that is. So, is there anything you guys would like to do here before trying to procure your passage, or would you like to just hop right on that?
I have everything I need.
Yeah, I
Besides
don't
what we
have
came here
anything.
for.
Fair enough.
No, I think the sooner we get
What
to Udong,
need-
the better.
Exactly. What need do archmages and archfey and arch paladins have for such trivial means as what Waterdeep has to provide? A rather strange city. I will say it's not as intense as the Iron Fey city, but it's getting there. Like, buildings are tightly. You all being Feywild people who have spent a lot of time in the Feywild and not a lot of time in civilization, probably feel very claustrophobic here. Like, the streets are only wide enough to support like 2 carriages passing, and then sidewalks, which would normally seem like a lot of space, except there are many people and many carriages passing along here in Waterdeep. The buildings are 3 stories tall and tightly packed together. The sun only finds its way down the streets of the middle harsh city when the sun is at its highest. It's very claustrophobic and a little bit windy too. It's sort of a stale, sort of smelly wind from the refuse of many, 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 many people living right next to each other. Reminds you a little bit of the Iron Phase city. Not quite as intense, but alarmingly close.
Meh.
Let's get our business done and get out of here.
Okay. You all find your way down to the Dock District, a massive, massive port, larger one you have never seen before, not even in the Feywild, where people come and go with their trades, whether it be to whether it be military or fishing or massive cargo. There are probably 100, 200 ships in these docks, probably more, utterly lined with the ships of Waterdeep and lands beyond. Is anyone proficient with any sort of tools that have anything to do with the water, the sea? Like water vehicles in particular? No. That's okay. I'd like the party to make let's make investigation checks. If anyone wants to go hunting around for a ship to take you on your voyage, investigation.
I got a 4.
Hey, I got a natural 20
Hey, that's good, 'cause
Hey.
I got 1.
for a 20.
Tamlin and Trixie, the first ship you see, you guys are like, oh, that's a good one. It's like a long ship. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but like they're like, pick the biggest ship with the most capable captain, for it'll be the most perilous journey sea has ever brought to you. And the captain's like off to the side going, oh, it's a jolly good fellow. And you guys are like, yeah, why not? Whereas Brock with a nat 20, would you get, Horlick?
18.
Very good, Vivian.
19.
19. You three, however, are like, no. And drag them away from the nearest ship. Maybe they're just eager to get going. But you three together, you put your heads together, but it is Brock who spots it first. A bigger ship there is not in this port. A more tight-knit crew you have never seen. Organized, long, well-armed. You see the Siren's Call. One of the biggest, most capable ship probably in these docks. You could wander for another day or two, and yet you would be surprised if you could find a mightier ship than this. Allow me to display the Siren's Call for you. Oh, it's loading. It's being built before your eyes at a magnificent speed. You would never... No, I'm kidding. But there she is, the Siren's Call. A massive 3-mast warship. It is well fortified, a big, beautiful half-naked mermaid sort of carved into the front of the ship. Many cannon ports onto the side. It is a big and mighty ship, and a stout, tight crew is kept. You see here, this might just be the one for your voyage. This might just be the one. And lo and behold, the thing that sort of checks the final box for you, you see a very, a mix between a sailor, like has that sailory accoutrement, like, very surprising for an elf, shaved head, but you three would know that, like, anyone who spends any large amount of time at sea knows that too much hair is a real burden. So this elf with like a shaved head, he's got like a scar down the side of his eye. He's seen battle. And despite wearing like indeed a sort of a captain's long coat, it is riddled with Sylvan design and Elvish accoutrement. This person mixes traditional Elvish cultural style with the sort of rugged, keen look of an experienced captain at sea. Probably just who you're looking for to navigate the dangerous Elvish waterways of Evermeet.
I guess I'll approach this captain.
All right, I will say, being a werebear in this city, you half expected to be like run out or something like that. But people, like, they look at you and they're like, oh my goodness me. But there are no angry mob forms. It seems that here in the city, they're a little more open than other people, but they still look at you with sort of surprise, shock, and maybe even fear. But you approach this elvish individual who says, he looks at you, looks you up and down, a little surprised, but seems to be worldly enough to not sort of strike in fear at you, and says, Dranati Shan, Great Bear. What can I do for you?
We're looking for a ship, and I think this is the ship we'd like.
I see. You're looking to buy, or you're looking for passage?
I guess it depends.
Huh. I
What are
see.
your rates?
Depends where you're going, but usually I charge the normal rate. Silver a mile per passenger.
Well, we're not going just anywhere.
Is that so? Where are you going?
Where are we going?
Evermeet.
Evermeet.
All right, we're going to Evermeet.
You're going to Evermeet. No offense, my friend, but they don't really let non-elves in.
We have passage.
Passage. Prince Aligarthus will step forward, and he is going to have a very intricate scroll. It's got the iron rod to sort of hold it all together, and it is sealed, not just with a wax seal, but there is sort of gold inlay into the seal itself, and it appears like the seal itself is magic. The script itself he holds has some magic, and he says, "We're expected, diplomatically." And he will turn his head, say, "That's a mighty fine seal you have on that there scroll. I expect you know what kind of tribulations you might find yourself in on this journey, what you might just be in for."
We're ready.
It says, "What are you willing to pay for? This is no tiny journey that we're making here. This isn't just a jump from Waterdeep to Neverwinter. We're crossing the sea into perilous waters. They say the waters around Evermeet are terrific. The waters themselves change on a dime. You never know if you're heading into sea or into a coral reef. There's great sea monsters there who are at the command of the elves who block away all passengers, good or ill. They say that's only navigatable by those of either the keenest mind or those who have been specifically taught where to sail and where not to sail. They say sea elves attack from below, the navy strikes from the seas, and cyclone winds surround every vessel who comes near. They even say that the council themselves has the ability to teleport any ship they don't want far away. If you're not there truly on the official business you claim to be, well, and even if you are, you might just find yourself at a very difficult time.
So,
are you sure you're up for this?
Are you saying you're not up to the task of taking us there and navigating us to the place where we need to be? Should we find someone else?
Well, I'll admit I've never undergone this voyage before. And he looks up and down the dock and he says, "You'll have a hard time finding a more capable captain. Indeed, if you intend to make your way to Evermeet, you've found probably the only right ship."
Well then, Captain, we wouldn't be wasting our time, or yours, by trying to get there if we didn't have the correct means of entering the place. Now, we wouldn't tell you this otherwise. So, tell us how much to take us.
He smiles at you, sort of like he likes your directness, you can tell. He is going to say, "Well, normally I charge a regular rate, which is silver a mile per passenger, but for this little journey, it might have to be something a little more exceptional. For my whole ship," he looks you all up and down, a little smile crooks across his face, and he says, "You're all rather well equipped. Things that usually aren't for sale. What do you have?" Magic items are so very hard to come by, especially the pricier ones.
Well, let's see.
Vivian straight up has a wand of magic missiles.
He looks at it and sort of snap a finger and kind of look at it and go, "Cute." Hands it back to you.
You wanted to play the trading game.
Oh, but for a ship like this and waters like that, Well, I mean, we'll be needing a much finer trade than a wand of tricks.
I thought so.
So I'm just gonna pull out a bag of 1,000 gold and some winged boots, throw them on the floor in front of him, and just say, I'm pretty sure this will be enough for you to get us there.
He looks at the boots, he looks at the thing, and he goes, it's a really good start. It's a really good start.
Okay.
Hey,
I've been holding onto this for a really long time. So Trixie goes into her bag of holding and pulls out. The description says large diamond with blood inside, found inside Aragon Brothers' tomb, and the dollar value gave me was 5,000. So she just pulls out this giant diamond and she's like, what about this?
Wow, that's fancy. And he'll take it and kind of shift it around his hands. He'll look at it. And he says, what do we got here then? 6,000, an uncommon item? I'd say we're almost there. We're getting pretty close.
Give me
Here,
a-
what's happening
we'll put
right
out
now?
2,000 gold easy.
Yeah.
I've
So we
got
got-
something for you.
All right, what do you got?
Gold
I'm
was an
go-
issue. That was easy.
I'm going to pull out what looks like a large lily pad rolled up into a bundle. And I'll unravel it, and it's got these tendrils under it. It says this is a magic vehicle.
Okay.
Travels on the surface of water and through air.
Is this an uncommon item?
This is a wondrous item. The bobbing lily pad.
But is it an uncommon item? What is its rarity?
Very rare.
Ooh, very rare. He looks at that, he'll cast Low Identify and go, now we're talking. And he'll take it and look at it and be very like happy with it. And he'll go, oh, you can take the rest of this. And he'll sort of like almost dismiss the diamond and the gold and the winged boots and kind of like wave his hand off and goes, this will do us just fine. And he'll ravel that back up and he says, all right, gents, set the sails. We're going deep into the Sea of Swords and a little ways beyond. You've all brought my services well to your attention. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Captain Aditoris. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Add the Taurus.
Aditoris. If you just find your way right aboard our ship, I'm sure we can find some hammocks for you. I'm sorry our accommodations aren't exceptional. This is a warship, not a voyage ship. So that might just bode well for you. Hopefully that speaks to how serious we are about getting the job done. So please find your way on, find whatever hammock you like and set up shop. And we'll be getting underway within the hour.
I'll turn to Prince Aligarth. Prince Aligarth, is there any custom of presenting anything on arrival within Evermeet, or is it just turn up and play?
Well, originally, if I'm recalling my studies correctly, Evermeet used to be a monarch, and they say that there was the queen of a queen there. I think they called her the Queen of Tears, but she died some time ago, and now they're ruled by an oligarchy. There's a council that rules over them. When meeting the rulers of such a venerated place, it certainly would not go poorly to come presenting gifts. They don't need to be wildly expensive. They shouldn't be insultingly cheap. If you understand my meaning. There's a balance.
Okay. Is there anything in particular of note that you would recommend?
Well, it depends how deep you want to get into the politics. I mean, you could just give something of value. If you were willing to get rid of those boots or a donation of gold, those would work fine. But if you want to make a statement, This was it's always a good time to make a statement with your gift. So if you're trying to relay something to them, a message, you could use your gift to do so. But if you don't care about all of that, this is the Council of Waterdeep, or excuse me, this is the Council of Evermeet. They're not simple folk. Wouldn't be a small donation, but if you did give them a gift, make sure it's not too cheap. But you'll probably gain immediate and really good favor with them. Yeah.
So we should go shopping.
Yes, I think that sounds like a good idea. I'm
You
certainly.
can if you wish. Yeah. If you were to, as an example, the winged boots, the wand, those would be good gifts. Obviously, those are all from individuals, not from a group. Usually, it's individuals who pay a gift.
But it sounds like we should have something singular and significant to get their attention.
For what we're going to be requesting, it wouldn't hurt. No, it would not hurt at all.
Well, then let's go shopping.
Okay. So I will, because this is this is Waterdeep. There are a couple of magical item shops around here. So here's what I will say. Normally, finding magic items takes a week to do so, but because we're in Waterdeep, I will cut it down to the day. So if you guys as a party wanted to go hunting around for cool magic items to procure for a gift to Evermeet, we can do that. So anybody who wants to go looking for a magical gift to present to this council, drop 100 gold pieces. For every 100 gold pieces you drop afterward, you'll gain a static +1 bonus to your persuasion check you'll have to make. So $100 minimum. And if you want a +10 on that, it's 1,100.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
So all these gifts, all these very rare and expensive things, would you happen to know off the top of your head if the creation spell can create magic items?
I do not believe so. I'm gonna go double check it right now, but I believe it's only mundane stuff. And then you need to have proficiency with certain skills. Oh, I'm thinking of fabricate. Hang on, let me go take a look at creation.
The table, Trixie,
Yep.
that gem that you've got, have you had that identified? Or not? Do you know what it is?
Nope, it's just a big diamond. Would you like to identify it?
If I could, I would, but that's why I was asking. Just to see what it is and whether it's worth. We might not need to buy anything.
I don't have that ability, but maybe somebody else does. I look at Nithruel, maybe.
We're learning about that right now.
Can you tell what blood type it is?
Let's see here.
Yeah, what do you want? A, B, X, 12.
X?
12?
There's a whole lot of animals in the multiverse, my friend.
You pull wisps of shadow material from the Shadowfell to create a non-living object of vegetable matter within range. Soft goods, ropes, woods, or similar. You can also use the spell to create material objects such as stone, crystal, or metal. The object created must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. And the object must be in the form, must be of a form of material that you have seen before. So I'm going to say no. I don't think you can create magic items with this thing.
Then why would it say at the end?
Using any material component by the spell as another spell's component causes the spell to fail.
Sorry, second to last bit. The duration depends on the object's material. If the object is composed of multiple materials, use the shortest duration.
Yeah.
Which would...
And then it goes to tell you there. So like if you were to make, for example, like a ring, that would include a gemstone or a crystal and a precious metal. So you would take the lowest, which would be the gem for 10 minutes.
I don't know what that duration pertains to either, but the part I was on is it implies that you can make things out of multiple things.
Yes, but magic items are not on, like, they're not they're not a raw material, so
Mhm.
that's more involved. It's fusing it with magic itself. So,
Okay.
Most things are made of multiple things.
Indeed.
yeah, you're absolutely right. But a magic item is created through magic itself, not from raw material. So I would say no, you cannot create magic items with the creation spell.
Things need things to live.
Things. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so when everyone's ready, let's go around and I will tell you what items you guys find around Waterdeep.
Does just the
Um,
100 minimum give any bonuses, or is that just
No.
2 roll? That's your entry.
Yeah, that's 100 gold is
Blackjack.
entry. And then every 100 gold you spend over that adds an additional +1 modifier to the following persuasion check.
Perfect. I'm not
And
splurging.
to keep in mind, this is just to make the roll. This isn't to buy anything. This is just to gain access to the magic items.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'll
Yep.
spend 1,000 straight away.
1,000, you'll have a static +9 bonus to your persuasion check. Go right ahead.
And that includes my 10 on persuasion that I have already, yeah?
That's right. So you'll have a +20 to your persuasion,
Damn.
or sorry, a +19. If you're spending 1,000 total, that is going to be a +9, so a 19 bonus.
So 1100.
16 plus 9 is 25.
25. That's very good. Roll me a d4.
Three.
Okay. 3. You are going to find 3 magic items. And you are going to be going, and you did really good. It was what was it again? What was the total?
25.
25. Good. Okay, give me them. Magic item tables. Okay. Yep, 3 of them. Do you want to roll for the magic items, or do you want me?
Oh, wrong. Why not?
Give me a D100.
82.
82. You are going to find a 9th level spell scroll. We'll decide what spell that is in due time. Roll me another one. Because you rolled 3, so you get 3.
15.
A 15, you find an 8th level spell scroll.
And 54.
54 gets you a potion of storm giant strength. Okay. Okay, let's find out which spells you got, my friend. Let's find out. Okay. For your 9th level, I want you to roll, let's see here. I want you to roll me a d6.
Two.
Okay. Let's take a look at what we got. I want you to roll me a d4. This is the last roll.
3.
You find a spell scroll of mass heal. How the spell works, you spend 1 action, and anyone within 60 feet you can deposit up to 700 hit points. So there's 700 hit points you can divide amongst anyone within 60 feet as 1 action.
Do you have to use it all at once?
Yeah. But like it's a real time. It's a fucking great spell. Additionally, it cures all diseases and ends any blindness or deafness. It doesn't work on undead or constructs. Okay. For your 8th level spell, roll me a d6 again.
1.
All right. roll me a d6, ignoring any sixes. Or re-rolling on a 6.
Oh,
Or you find a spell of Mind Blank. I will explain what that does.
It sounds pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. 1 action, duration 24 hours, range of touch until the spell ends. 1 willing creature you touch is immune to psychic damage. And any effect that would sense their emotions, read their thoughts, divination spells, or anything that would charm them just doesn't work. It even foils wish spells and spells of similar power used to affect their mind or gain information about them. Makes you entirely unreadable in any sense.
makes me want to keep all of them.
I mean, maybe you
Right.
can. So those are Horlicks. We'll come around, and you guys can all decide which ones you want for yourselves and which ones you want for Evermeet. So who would like to go next? All right, Vivian, let's do some rolls for you. How much money are you putting down? Can't hear you.
If I put down 1100, then I can
You got a
add
plus 10
10.
static bonus. That's right.
Excellent. So we're going to put down 1100.
All right, 1100. You get a plus 10 bonus to the persuasion check. Go for it.
That's great. And I'm just writing this down so I can remember what to take out. Oh, sweet. Okay, so it's a 17 on the dice, and I have a plus 17 plus 10. So 17 plus 17, I think, is 34.
34.
Plus
You're really
10.
getting.
Is 44?
Okay. You are going to be rolling off of the highest possible table. Roll me a d4 to see how many you get.
Four.
Damn, dude. Greedy. Go
She
ahead
really
and
wants this to
roll-
work.
No, fair enough. All right. You're going to get some really cool shit. Roll me a d100.
Sorry, I just wanted to remove the gold from my thing. All right, D100 is these two. You and you. 15.
Oh boy. The first one you find is someone willing to sell a mighty blade known as the Luck Blade. Legendary item, requires attunement. +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. While it's on your person, you also get a +1 bonus to saving throws. There is a number of wish charges inside the actual blade that'll allow you to cast wish as 1 charge. You do not regain any of those charges, but it's possible there might be wishes in there. It also has luck. It allows you to re-roll 1 attack roll, ability check, or saving throw that you dislike. You must use the second roll, and it can only be used once per day. That is the Luck Blade. Roll me again, D100.
21.
You find a Holy Avenger. It is a long sword. Requires attunement by a paladin. +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Additional 2d10 radiant damage against fiends or undead. While you hold the sword, it creates a 10-foot aura around you. That all creatures friendly to you within the aura have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. But if you are a paladin of level 17 or higher, that aura is 30 feet. Long sword. Roll again.
44.
You find a +2 breastplate. That's self-explanatory. And roll 1 last time.
19.
A 19.
Hold on, sorry. 79. 79.
Oh, 79. That's much better. Oh my god. Why not? Sure. You find a belt of Storm Giant strength. While wearing the belt's legendary attunement, you gain the strength of a Storm Giant. Your strength changes to 29.
Wow.
All right. So what's the
You
price
never
tag on
miss.
these things?
That is called you never miss an attack again. Tamlin, are you drooling yet?
A little bit.
Strength. Well, okay, that's Vivian. Does anyone else wish to roll? Or are we happy?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna roll.
Hell yeah, let's roll. Tamlin, how much money are you putting down?
I only put the 100 because it's a persuasion roll, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty persuasive.
All right, go ahead and roll me a flat persuasion.
Oh, not as persuasive as I thought. 21.
20 run, roll me a d4.
1A run.
20 run.
3.
3. All right, now roll me a d100. See what you get.
58.
58. That is going to be a potion of supreme healing. That
Okay.
is the most powerful potion of healing that exists.
And
It has the Supreme logo on it.
It does, for sure. And the thing is with potions of healing, they're not better because they're better quality, it's just that there's more inside of it. So you just have to like chug this like liter in combat.
I like it.
It's a Mountain Dew bottle.
It's like
Yeah.
one of those new giant like gallon water bottles or whatever they are that everybody's drinking around now.
You ever seen the guy who plays the mountain with his like barbell water bottle? That's what this is. Roll me another D100 for your next one.
That would be 1.
You find an 8th level spell scroll. We'll figure out what that is in due time. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay. 27.
27.
Please, oh please, let me identify that scroll for you.
You
Maybe
find
learn
another
a
one.
thing.
Another one?
Another 8th level spell scroll. Roll me one more time.
Oh, I got 3.
Oh, you find 3 8th level spell scrolls, and we will figure out what those all are now.
Oh no,
Uh,
no, I'm sorry. I meant I had 3 total items, and that was 3 already.
Oh, okay, perfect. So you got oh yeah, you did, right. My bad. Got excited. So you find 2. Okay, let's figure out what your spell scrolls are. If you'd be so kind, roll me a d6.
Yep.
Or roll me 2 d6 just to move things along.
A 1 and a 4.
A 1 and a 4. Got it. These are 8s. Boom, boom. That's your 8th. All right, roll me a d6 again. Reroll on a 6.
Sure. 5.
5. You find a scroll of power word stun.
Ooh, that's fun.
The wizard over there is getting antsy.
It's a pretty good one.
That is a really good one. I thought you had that, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. Doesn't hurt to have another. Okay, and last but not least, roll me a and to be clear about what power word stun does, 60-foot range, 1 action, instantaneous duration. You speak this word, and if the target has 150 hit points or fewer, they are stunned. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. The stun target must make a con saving throughout the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, they end the effect. And yeah, roll me that last d6.
Oh, 5 again.
You find 2 scrolls of power word stun, apparently.
Oh, all right.
All right, them's Tamlin. Who else wants to find magic items around Waterdeep?
I do.
Nithroyal does. It seems like there's no from Trixie. All right, Nithroyal, how much money you putting down?
Well, like many wizards, I don't have a whole lot of money, but to give me a pretty decent result, I will put the 100 down, and then I'll put I'll put 800 down.
Plus 8 to your persuasion check. Go for it.
Oh, hold up. I hit add, not remove. All right. Persuasion check. Oh, can I also use enhance ability to help me on this roll?
If you have the ability to maintain that for like, we'll say 5 hours. So can you cast it 5 times? Or would be willing to?
Yes.
Then I will say yes.
Excellent. Shikayate. All right. First one, you said I had +8 on top of whatever I had?
Yes, because you dropped the 800.
That'll be a 31.
31. That is very good. Roll me a d4. Let's see how many items you find.
All right. I will be using this new set of dice I got. You probably can't see it that good on
No,
the
not
camera.
too much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's got like a glittery interior.
Nice.
All right. That'll be a 1, I believe.
Okay, you are going to find 1 item. Roll me a d100. Make it a good one. Make it a good roll.
Nice. Where the fuck is the D10? Oh, there we go. All right. That'll be a 13, I believe.
Okay, very interesting. Roll me a d8.
A D8. A 7.
You find a figurine of wondrous power, and it is an onyx dog. Basically, when you say the command word, toss the onyx dog away from you, and that dog transforms into a mastiff for 6 hours. The mastiff has an intelligence of 8. It's common, has dark vision, and can see invisible creatures. It is the ultimate watchdog. It can see invisible creatures and objects within range, and once it has been used, it can only be used again until 7 days have passed.
Excellent. The name of it again, please?
It is a figurine of wondrous power known as an onyx dog.
Onyx dog.
Onyx the dog.
It makes you basically like the Doradin if it was not a panther and instead a dog.
Arguably the better of the two animals.
Right? Anyway,
So
Brock,
Horlick lends Trixie 100 gold because she didn't have it.
Oh
So-
no. Okay, you're gonna go for it, Trixie?
Sure.
Fantastic. Let's give it a roll. Man, that
Now,
Horlick's a great
now
guy.
does my advantage on persuasion work towards this?
It most certainly will.
All right. $10.
10. Wow.
You're doing
All
great.
right, roll me a d4.
Trixie's so persuasive, guys. 1. Doing good, doing good.
You will find 1 magic item. Roll me a d100.
48.
You find a potion of growth. It's an uncommon potion, and when you drink it, you gain the effects of the enlarged portion of the enlarged reduced spell for 1d4 hours, no concentration required. You guys know that TikTok with like the hamster, like the sad hamster with like the little bow, and it's like, I imagine Trixie's like, I found a potion,
Yeah,
guys.
I tell everyone first what I found, and then everyone is like, "This is what we found."
And Vivian's like, that's pretty cool with like 2 swords and like
Yeah.
new armor and shit. Okay, last but not least, Brock, do you want to take a swing at things?
Yeah, I will take a swing, and I'm
Okay.
spending 1,000 silver.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
15.
15. All right, roll me a d4. Let's see what you get.
3.
3. You will find 3 items, Brock. All right, roll me a d100. Let's see what the first one is.
Right. Uh, 20.
You find a 4th level spell scroll, and we will figure out what that is in due time. Go ahead and roll me again.
All right. $45.
45. You find a potion of frost giant strength, quite fitting. Which basically is going to, if you drink it, your strength changes to 23 for 1 hour.
Not bad.
Not
Oh, wait a
bad.
minute.
All right.
My strength
that
is
last
already 23.
Oh, that won't have any effect on you, I'm afraid. Go ahead and roll me the last one.
38.
38. You find a potion of gaseous form. When you drink the potion, you gain the effects of the gaseous form spell for 1 hour, no concentration check required, and you can end the effect on a bonus action.
All right.
All right, let's find out what your spell is. Let's see here. Okay. I want you to roll me a d10, re-roll on a 10.
That's 10. 8.
Oh, an 8. Okay, cool. All right, let's see how many we got. This is 4th. Roll me a d20, re-roll on a 19 or a 20.
A 1.
A 1. Okay, no problem. You find a scroll of banishment. Basically, it's a charisma saving throw, or they are shunted either back to their home plane or a demi-plane for a minute. If they are from a different plane of existence and you make it to the end of the duration, they stay there permanently. Basically how the spell works. Okay, them's the items which you guys can begin to look and pick through and decide which ones you want to purchase for yourselves. Let me go through. Horlick found a scroll of mass heal, and a scroll of mind blank, and a potion of storm giant strength. Vivian found a luck blade, a long sword holy avenger, a +2 breastplate, and a storm giant strength belt. Tamlin found a potion of supreme healing, and 2 spell scrolls, one of power word stun.
Both power word
Figure out
stun.
what
Both
was the other
power
one?
word stun.
Oh yeah, they were both power word stun. That's right. Nithroyal found a figurine of wondrous power, which was an onyx dog. Trixie found a potion of growth, and Brock found a potion, a spell scroll of banishment, a potion of frost giant strength, and a potion of gaseous form. So, let us begin the auction. Dude,
I got
should totally... Damn, I just fucked myself up. I should do that. I should totally run an auction with like a high level party. Do I have 1,000 gold over here? I got 1,000 gold for Tamlin. Do I have 2,000 gold? 2,000 gold? I could definitely fucking rock that. That'd be fun. Okay. What are we thinking, people?
I feel like we should have the belt of giant strength for one of us, but the luck blade could be a good gift potentially. I heard a lot of things that I think y'all should have.
How much are these items?
Right.
We
I
have
guess we
no
should
idea.
ask
There's
how
the
much the
kicker.
items are that Vivian found.
Also,
So I will-
who has
yeah.
money?
Also,
Not me. We don't get paid.
Yeah, the Feywild isn't exactly right.
I got all these trinkets.
You got tons of trinkets. So I'm gonna take you through the basic. We can go through each individual item because they all do vary. But here's the basics. All consumable items such as potions and scrolls are half price of their rarity, but it goes as like this is the minimum possible it can possibly cost. It's a minimum. So a legendary item such as any one of the items that Vivian had go for 50,000 gold pieces each, minimum.
Wow.
Yeah, don't have that kind of money. I've got lots,
Yeah.
but not that much. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry. Cool finds, a lot of money. Going down, very rare at a minimum is going to cost 20,000 gold pieces. A rare item at minimum is going to cost 2,000 pieces, but those vary much more in price. And then an uncommon item is like 100 gold minimum. And again, those are just like the item prices. So if you are getting a consumable, it'll be half of that at a minimum.
Actually, can you go through those prices again? I realized that after 50,000, like my ears kind of went blank and I didn't hear any.
You blacked out. That's fair. We'll go through the specific items because those will vary, but at minimum, not including consumables, which are half of this, but at minimum, legendaries are 50,000 gold pieces.
Yep.
Very rare items are 20,000 gold pieces. Rare items are 2,000 gold pieces. And uncommon items are 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
And as a reminder, if it's a consumable item, minimum possible price will be half of all those.
Sure. Okay.
Figurine of Wondrous Power seems like it's well within our financial range.
Seems kind of exotic.
And it
I will
does-
remind you, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Creation, you have the power to, pull gold out of the Shadowfell.
How much gold?
Well, let's take a look.
How many coins can you fit in a 5-block square or a 5-foot square?
Say 5 blocks.
Yeah, my bad, Minecraft.
You can use the spell to create mineral objects such as stone, crystal, or metal. Gold is a metal. The object created must be no larger than 5-foot cube, and the object must be of a form and material that you have seen before. The duration depends. So yeah, you could. Let's look it up.
I could also make it into something more valuable than gold.
You could, like adamantine,
Super
mithril,
gold.
Or diamonds.
diamonds.
I do already have a couple potions. I have a very rare and a rare already. So we have 2 things that we can give that are rare and very rare.
Yeah.
Got it.
But to fund a lot of these, I think
You could also just create the items and swap them. Illusionist.
yeah, I could. And I have a spell to make people believe that it is what it is. As long as they don't try to use it.
Maybe
But
no, let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
yeah, no. I'm not here
seems
for
like a
the
bad
after
idea.
effects. So, Ryan, with the duration, is that how long it takes to make it?
That's the duration of how long to make it. Yeah.
That seems oddly backwards, doesn't it, on that chart?
Yeah. It
You know what I
really
mean?
does. Yeah. That seems like a typo to me.
A
It must be a
little bit.
typo. You're telling me it takes like a day to make a piece of corn, but mithril takes 1 minute? That doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe because it's living, it takes a little while longer because living things are a bit more complicated than not real, not alive things. But rules is written. I will go with.
We'll go as rules is written. It's written down there.
What is more valuable, you think? Precious metals, gems, or adamantine or mithril?
Well, let me just tell you something that I've already taken the time to figure out.
I know
If
the
you made a
glass
this is
looking
not
glass
this is
thing.
not in coin form. If you
Okay.
just made a 5x5 solid block of gold, that would
Or in
equate
bars.
to a pure 5x5 block of 24k gold would weigh in at 151,200 pounds, or roughly 75 tons. That's roughly the weight of a space shuttle. That doesn't sound right to me, but whatever. I'm not the
possible.
math. This guy math the fuck out of this thing. So I'm gonna just go with what he said, but I am gonna go double check it at another source. So don't hold me to this just yet.
Okay.
But he's saying that would all equate to about a little more than 7 million gold pieces, which I don't think for a 5th level spell is like, come on. But it's possible. So let me check
written.
that. But that's not rules as written. This is Reddit.
Yeah, but
Reddit as written.
yeah, that's still RRW.
Well, if you can do that, then we could buy everything.
Yeah.
Buy
everything in the
Waterdeep,
world.
ruin the economy. Man.
I need money, to be honest. So
Tell you what, I'll get back to you in just a second.
We're gonna take the city with us.
Feel free to keep talking.
yeah. The question is it more space effective and cost effective to make all that gold, or to make that much adamantine, mithril, diamonds?
At this point, I don't think it matters.
Yeah,
It's overkill.
as a wizard should be.
I mean, you'd probably want gold because
I do.
you spend gold to do everything.
Yeah. What spells, what other spell scrolls did y'all get? Other than Power Word Stun?
Mass healing and mind blank.
Banishment.
Can I learn mass healing through a scroll? I think it has to be on my spell list.
I think I heard Ryan tell somebody last week that a wizard couldn't learn a spell that wasn't a wizard spell.
Okay. So
Can't have you learning healing spells.
right.
Gotta use a wish for that.
That would be so overpowered. Right.
But you could use wish for that.
I could. Try to limit my options. Wizards of the Coast. We always have a way. Okay. So if I make a solid block of gold, it's not gonna have all of the fucking insignias and shit that you need to make it work. Right? It would still need to be like stamped and
Right.
manufactured and produced and all that. I
But
mean, you could sell somebody a big ass slab of gold, but
it sounded like, I think when he was reading it, like you could summon it in a form that you'd seen before.
yeah. So I can
You
make.
can summon it in the form of coins, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, making it in that way is not the issue though, because think about 5 feet by 5 feet cube, just full of gold coins. Like that's gonna be a lot of fucking coins.
That is a lot of coins.
They're stacked
know?
very neatly.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. But would diamonds arranged this way be worth more? I would venture to say so.
Why wouldn't you just do platinum then?
Is platinum more expensive than diamonds? I don't have the list in front of me, but
I don't know, because like usually like the smallest is like usually it's like 100 gold is a diamond. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know what
let me do
size
some
diamonds
research.
need to be.
I don't think it matters because I think Ryan's just going to tell you like a number of gold that you could pull, and it's either going to
Yeah.
be in diamonds or in gold coins.
Slightly off topic, it occurred to me over this week that because there was a dragon, there was recently a dragon horde in one of our campaigns, and it occurred to me that like any one of our level 20 players is walking around with like more loot than a dragon horde.
Yeah.
Dragons are supposed to be like really famous for hoarding, but when you kill one and you get in a horde, there's lots of good stuff, but it's not that much stuff. It's not like when you see like Smog's lair and like it's like full of like mountains of gold and treasures or whatever. There's like 5,000 gold and like 4 magic items.
I mean, maybe we have to go hit up some dragon hordes and find that out, really,
Right.
just take a detour.
Sorry, I'm doing some research right now.
I mean, this is Terrell, right? So in theory, there's a dragon apocalypse. We could, in theory, find ourselves a dragon.
Yes, I'll sell dragons to the highest bidder, like Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon.
So adamantium's 5,000 GP
Like
Just-
per?
per pound.
Seems a lot.
Mithril's 2,500. And then platinum's 500. So if you're gonna do it, you may as well do mithril or adamantium and get the most out of it.
Yeah.
Gold's only 50 GP a pound, so
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's adamantium,
Oh, yeah.
mithril, platinum, then gold.
Yeah, I guess so, because like if you look in your inventory, then a platinum 1 PP
Hmm.
equals 10 GP.
Yeah.
So you're effectively like, I don't even know the word for that. Like, but I know it's exponentially increasing the amount of worth per
Hmm.
inch of the cube.
Yeah, I only know that because I had to look up because another game that I'm gonna start playing, the GM told us we can have a bag of holding and we can hold as much coin in gold as you want. So I had to look up to see how much I could actually hold.
Yeah.
So that was the only reason why I knew where it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My next question, if I am to do this, is going to be, what are the ramifications of creating that much platinum or gold or diamonds or mithril?
Diamond is looks like about between 2,000 and 2,500 a pound.
So platinum is more.
Hmm.
Or adamantine is more. I think.
Adamantium's the most. That's 5,000 GP per pound.
Mm,
Mithril's 2,500 GP per pound.
okay. Hmm. I think I'm gonna stick with currency because it's easier to use and to distribute. Because it's gonna be well over, I would think, the 7 million gold worth of a solid gold block. Probably 10 times as much by the looks of things. Damn, that's a lot of fucking bread. Yeah, let me look it up myself. Oh, apparently GP and PP have a weight of 50 coins per pound. God damn it.
Wait, are you limited by weight or by
I'm not
volume?
limited by I'm
Size
limited
is
by volume,
5x5.
Okay.
which is, well, I mean, we're on a ship, I imagine. So, I mean, weight is kind of a factor.
We're not on the ship yet, but if you want to bring your money with you,
Excellent.
it will be.
So the first thing I found, right? He said the thing about 50 coins per pound for GP and PP.
Mhm.
Yep. So 167,361.55 pounds at 57%, assuming a 12% like air gap between all of them.
That's quite the air gap. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how, I mean, to make it all work, I don't know what the percentage would be, but them working it out with a 12% rough air gap. So a solid block of platinum would be 167,361.55 pounds. At 57% is 95,396.0892 pounds of material. So 95,396 pounds times 50 coins per pound is 4,769,804.46 coins, which is roughly 4.76 million platinum.
So
I can't believe this exists. This spell is a 5th level spell.
here's the thing about the weight, Brandon, is that I happen to have a portable hole.
I also have a demi-plane.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I mean,
You could put it with all of the Kens.
Right, so we're getting
Oh, that's a different
everything?
demi-plane.
Is that the point?
Look at Ryan.
Getting everything?
Why, yes,
Listen.
DM. I would like to create a 5x5x5 cube of platinum coins, please.
I will allow this to happen so long as nobody talks about this in any other game.
Agreed.
that's fair.
I mean, a 5th level caster, right?
You can't let this get out.
We're level
This
20,
doesn't
it's
leave here.
fine.
Exactly, you're level 20, it's fine.
But think about it. A 5th level caster in like a medieval setting would probably be really powerful, right? Like you got knights running around, you got, I mean, dragons and other shit in D&D, but you're doing some like crazy magic shit.
There
at a
has
fifth
to be
level caster.
methods to test this money as counterfeit.
But and
I
is
don't
it
know.
counterfeit? Like, does it fade after?
That's what I thought the duration might be. But I don't, it
It might
doesn't
not
say that it
fade, but it's
fades
probably
away.
still flagged as magical.
It doesn't say anything about it though. I feel like it's just a bad wording.
It says it creates a non-living object or material, blah blah blah. As long as it's a form you've seen before. This is an illusion spell, but the casting time is only 1 minute. But there are illusion spells that allow you to like make her solid. So
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can make any illusion solid within reason.
This is
Is making the illusion solid a much higher level spell? Maybe that's what.
no, it allows you to extend the size of the cube at higher levels.
Well, but I mean that the spell that it's a separate spell to make it a solid item, right?
No. Apparently not.
I think it's
Uh,
a feature for illusionist wizards.
yeah, illusionist wizards can make things solid, but this already. It says to create a non-living object. You can use the spell to create mineral objects. The object created must be no larger. So for the duration depends on the object's material. That the object is composed of multiple materials. Using a material created by the spell as another spell's material component causes the spell to fail. So I'm inclined to think that this is like it's partially real, but it's not fully real.
It's counterfeit.
Yeah, creation. Infinite money, question mark?
What is real?
What is
Well, I mean, regardless, it's counterfeit, right? Like even if you
Yeah.
took actual, if you took actual metal and stamped it into the form of money,
Yeah,
it's not
it was not crafted in the Waterdeep mint or whatever.
Right.
So I'll tell you what, we're gonna
Right.
say, especially because this is a 5th level spell. I think as a 5th level wizard spell, like the idea you can become infinitely rich at 5th level, I'm sure that's not exactly what the spell's intended for.
Yeah.
Especially considering that the wealth created by this cannot be used as a material component would suggest that it's not like this is shadow stuff. This isn't true gold. It looks and feels and tastes and everything real gold, but when it interacts with magic, it's not. So here's what I'm gonna say. If you, Nithroel, want to create this illusion, keep this mostly real illusory shadow stuff gold and try and use it to buy magic items with, I'll require a deception check for each sale.
Okay. And for that, good sir, let me read something.
For your heaping helping of fools platinum.
Yeah.
All right. And for that, I raise you that I will cast my. Hold on.
Pause for dramatic effect.
Nah, I was gonna try to use illusory reality on it too, which says it makes it real, but it's only for a time limit.
Yeah.
So yes.
All
And that
right.
also means you can't use that money as a spell component.
Mhm.
Right.
Well, they actually, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
damn, the internet. I just saved my ass. It says that you can create a non-living object, not multiple. So while you can
Solid
create a
cube.
giant block, a solid cube of gold or platinum, you can't create like coins. Like, you
pile.
can create one coin, but you can't create like you can't create like
15
fucking
million.
5,000 coins. It has to be a solid
I
block
mean-
of material.
It could be the connecting points could be real thin, like a 3D printer. And you just kind of break
Yes.
them out.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Rock Meadow wreck you.
And then we just gotta cut them
Nice.
out.
Uh,
You're a fucking genius.
I imagine you guys like out in the
Tunnel.
field, like Goodfellas style, and just like out there, like trying to break into a safe, but just like full bamboozling. Yeah, basically.
So
I've got
yes,
Smith tools.
I will 3D
You can
print.
take the group out of the Feywild.
That is very fair. This is a very, this is a very fair statement.
Very well.
Take the Arc Fey out of the Feywild, but you can't take the Feywild out of the Arc Fey.
Oh, these guys
Um,
use a precious metal for their currency? That's so easily exploitable. Okay.
Yeah, it was like, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
No
how they
wonder
do
we
that.
don't use this shit. Fucking
Yeah.
amateurs.
Doesn't make any sense. It just seems like the start of a bad thing.
This is just
It is.
trash in the dirt.
It seems like it makes it seem like only people capable of magic or lying are good to be able to get anything in the world. It doesn't seem like a good
You
system.
mean
of currency.
lying politicians told people that this was valuable?
The
That's
material
crazy.
plan is clearly flawed.
Yeah.
We are terrible.
And the enemy of
As a species.
capitalism continues in this game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, so you're gonna cast creation,
And I will
create
3D
a
print a 5 by 5 foot
Oh.
cube of a single entity of millions of platinum coins. I have the number for you.
And I play my trap card and say, "Have you ever? You must have seen this before. Oh, from the object must be of a form and material you have seen before. Have you ever seen a 3D printed 5 by 5 cube full of platinum coins?
No, but I can imagine it.
Yeah, but have you seen it?
I'm an illusory wizard. I can change the fucking illusion how I see fit.
All right, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, make an illusion of it, and now you've seen it.
And make it illusory reality.
Come
and
on.
I'll take out all
I
the
have
right.
seen
I've
that.
got.
D&D
I've got-
court is adjourned. You can do this. Go ahead and
I just want to preface
you-
by
you
saying
bastard.
being an illusionist wizard is fucking awesome. And anyone who hasn't played should do it with the right DM. Because Ryan is, in fact, the right DM.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Okay. You guys create a 5 by 5 cube of very closely sectioned together, sort of like model-esque, like snap out platinum pieces freshly minted.
hmm
Um
They're only
it's
connected
fun
by an atom of gold at all the connection points.
Understood, an atom of platinum at each point. It is worth pointing out there that platinum in D&D, like in the 5e setting, isn't minted. Like people don't make it anymore. You just
Perfect.
It's kind of like an ancient currency that you kind of like people find in layers and people accept as currency.
Ah. These have our
so
faces on them.
You could put your face on it and people be
I
like,
know.
oh, okay, yeah, like,
Completely
there's
untraceable.
no way to
I,
prove if it's literally because it's
I don't
from,
want it untraceable. I
It's
just
a hit-
want it platinum
Tim Lynn's
blinks.
Chad face on a.
in the shape that they are in if you look at your inventory and you go to the platinum part, they look like little they're almost diamond shaped, like two-dimensional
Yeah.
diamonds.
Coins in D&D aren't like circles like we have today. They're like they're like all kinds of different shapes and stuff, which is
Mhm.
cool.
It almost looks like you could fit them together in a way. Anyway,
So you make and now we got to figure out how many coins you end up being able to actually make.
I'll
tell you
don't
what.
worry.
Oh god, no, it's okay.
Oh, did you hear that thing I was reading?
I heard the last half of your TED talk. Yeah.
Okay. So this is also assuming that
Okay, here I got you.
Okay.
So 1 cubic foot is stacked 10 coins long, 10 coins wide, 100. So that makes like 10 coins. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, 10 coins long, 10 coins wide. So it's basically 10 coins a foot is the idea. So with 5 feet, 50 okay.
So 100
Math
for a square
time.
foot. Now, how thick are they?
5 feet.
It's 60.
Five
You can fit
feet.
62 pounds in a square foot.
Oh, good idea.
So it says you can make 12,000 coins.
Yes.
I'm gonna say because you need the little bit of space. I'm just completely ballparking this at this point because you need the extra space for the actual snap off portion.
Yeah.
What do we call it? Like, because that'll take up an amount of space. I'm not gonna say. I'll say it takes like somewhere around a quarter. So why don't we say you get like 9,000 coins out of this? You get 9,000 platinum pieces out of this. So that's
I think it's like-
90,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
3.31%.
You're like,
Hold on.
ooh, that's
Hold on.
not enough.
I got you. So, assuming 5 by 5 by 5 cube, assume a rough air gap of 12% and a cube of pure platinum weighing 167,361.56 pounds. For some reason, gold pieces and platinum pieces, also known as PP, Brock, has a weight of 50 coins per pound. So 167,361.55 pounds at 57% is 95,396.0892 pounds of material. 95,396 pounds, adjusting for rounding, times 50 coins per pound is 4.76 million platinum.
In a 5 by 5 cube.
Yes, 5 by 5 by 5. Don't forget how deep. And he also wasn't anticipating the 3D printed version, so it's fair to assume that it would be a little bit less. He was just assuming, like, I guess, instead of a cube.
Just tell me how
Brian,
many.
just open up a black hole, Mithril gets sucked through it,
Yeah,
and
honestly.
she's gone.
This is
It's too late.
God
for that.
comes down and goes, no. No, I'm kidding.
this is more money
Um,
than you'll ever spend in the rest of this campaign.
Yeah, right.
I'll bind
So-
him too. Don't have
So
him
what is your final number that you just tried to give me?
So for nothing but like coins in that 5.555 space,
Keep
it
in
would
mind,
be
you're talking about real life coins. These aren't like platinum coins.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for what we're making, it would be a little bit less with your discretion. 4.76 million platinum.
4.76 million platinum. I'll give you 1 million platinum. I love your math. I will give you inspiration to throw for Fey Chaos and boning the DM. But I
bone you so hard.
will bring it down to 1 million platinum. Oh no, it's only 10,000 gold pieces. You will. Sorry, 10 million gold pieces. You'll be okay. So we're gonna say you can get 1 million platinum pieces out of every 5 foot square. Now remember, you can upcast the spell before you get too angry with me. So if you want to upcast the spell, for every level you upcast it, you can double that.
Okay. I'll take your deal.
You also have the wish spell if we want to just skip all of this, where you could just for free summon like tons of money and golds and gems and such.
Yeah, but the real power comes from when you make power from less.
Or okay.
So I will take this deal, but know that if I ever run out of gold, or if any of us ever run out of gold, I will expect my full calculation, and I will upcast it to 9th level.
We are never going to run out of gold again.
Guys,
Do
the
we have a
wish
deal,
spell states that without
25,000.
extending the spell beyond, you can create an object up to 25,000 gold pieces in value. You're telling me the 5th level creation spell can create millions of gold pieces more than the wish spell?
It's not a problem with me,
I mean,
Ryan.
The
It's
wish
a
spell
problem
can
with
cast the
Wizards of the
creation
Coast.
spell.
There's also a point that the wish spell makes authentic authentic coin, whereas yours is
It's counterfeit if they
It's
try to
counterfeit.
use it
yeah,
with
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Waterdeep would agree if you're just wishing for legitimate money.
Yeah. Well, the wish spell will give you legitimate coin that requires no deception check. But congratulations, you're now 10,000 gold pieces richer.
We're gonna
in this
laugh if we've
economy.
done all this
10
and
million.
everybody fails their
million.
deception checks
I will
every
laugh
time we
too.
try to buy something.
Who has the highest perception?
The merchant is a 20th
persuasion.
level
I've got
adventurer,
a
which
10.
is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Persuasion 10.
I have
Okay,
plus 12,
I've got a
yeah.
+5.
Vivian's
What?
got a plus 17.
I got a
Yeah.
1.
Oh wait, deception. It's
Deception,
Oh,
deception,
right?
right?
deception.
would need-
Sorry.
I'm really good at deception. So
I'm not bad at deception.
Trixie won't be helping at all for any
I've
of
got a
this.
1.
So I just want to be
Vivian's
clear.
got a plus 11.
Vivian sits down at this like immaculate, beautiful. Vivian sits down with like open Lord Laurel Silverhand of Waterdeep, and they go, and they share tea and cheers. And she goes, "Sure, you can have access to my Holy Avenger Luck Blade Storm Giant Belt of Strength and +2 breastplate." She's like, "Can you give me like 2 hours?" And then shows up with millions of gold pieces or platinum pieces. Excuse me.
okay,
Well, yeah, you can carry that around.
let me. I want to divvy that up amongst us all.
Why
Well,
don't we purchase the items first
Okay,
and then divvy up what's left over,
mhm.
just to make our lives a little easier here. So
I'll run the
a party
calculator.
fund of 10 million gold pieces. Which of these magic items were you hoping to purchase?
All of them. All of them.
10
we go-
How
million.
about all of them?
But why not just go down the list and see which ones
Yeah,
we
should
can
we go through
see
each
I've
been
one?
already got
buying?
10 million on the
Yeah,
calculator. Just
Exactly. Let's just
subtract
start
what you
going
need.
down the list, and you guys can say yes or no as you've got Daddy's credit card. Okay. So
Sugar
Yes to
Daddy
the luck
Mithril.
blade.
Or
I think it would
mommy
make a
sugar.
good gift. Yes to the girdle of storm giant strength because I think
'Cause we
either
want one.
Tamlin or someone will want it. The breastplate does anyone want a +2 breastplate?
Just
couldn't hurt
buy it
anyone who
all.
can.
I don't think
Or we
can
can
use
just
it.
buy it to have for trade.
Like that's great for you. I don't know what armor you got, but that's fantastic
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 16 plus 2 dex. That's like a 9. That's like an 18. Yeah, that's like an 18 AC, probably somewhere around there.
Yeah, I've only got mithril half plate, so yeah, that'd be great.
Mithril's good though.
Mithril,
Yeah,
mithril is
then
good,
it's
but
plus
the breastplate is better than the mithril.
It's,
It's
okay.
mine's
And
only
then
half plate.
Sugar Mommy Bibbelar will make you a whole new one.
Does
Thank
the
you very
Holy
much.
Avenger? Do we want the Holy Avenger? Do we think that that's?
Yeah.
Tamlin wants the Holy Avenger too. In addition,
Yeah,
to
because there's been murmurings that at some point I'm gonna have to give up my Sword of Summer's Flame. So
then you know
when that
something.
happens, I'm
We're
need
just gonna
one.
get all of this.
Just get it all.
All right, here's
Just buy
what
it.
we're gonna do now that we've determined that all of it. Yeah, we'll have all of it. I'm just gonna go down the list and we will start tabulating your tab.
All right, hurry! I only got 5% on my phone.
Okay. Okay. Spell Scroll of Mass Heal. Are we buying it? Or let me give you the price. 9th level spell. That is 50,000, 25,000 gold pieces. You want it?
Yeah.
25,000.
So I've got a calculator up as well.
Me too. We're at
Okay,
9,975,000
25,000 gold pieces. Cha-ching! Somebody can add a Mass Heal to their inventory. All right. Mind Blank. Do you want it?
Sounds good. Why not?
Mind Blank is that one's going for a little bit more. Oh shit. Okay, you guys keep track of the total. I'm doing other stuff over here.
I gotcha. As long as my phone doesn't die.
They're asking a lot more for that one. That's 137,500 gold pieces.
Now he's just inflating.
I'm just rolling the dice. I gave you the minimum earlier.
I got you. Okay. We taking that one too?
Why not?
All right.
Cha-ching!
We only
Uh,
we have
so-
10 million gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at
Okay, cool.
9.8 right now.
Should just hand it over 1 million gold. Keep the change.
Yeah, honestly, right at this point. Okay, so that's all of Horlick's items purchased, and you tip your hat. Oh no, that's not true. Potion of
Potion
Storm
of
Giant
Storm.
Strength. That's that one's going for 75,000.
You
I'll
want
buy
that too?
that myself if you can't.
I think I can. 75,000, you say?
So Horlick, the person that you purchased. Oh, I need 3 deception checks from whoever is making from you, Horlick. These are your items.
From me,
Yeah, you're the one who found the call, because this is you going out into the city and finding people who are willing to deal with you. So they're dealing with you. So the Nithroyal's the bank, but you're the front man. So make me a deception check. Just
Is there
one.
any way that another
18?
person could be here?
18. Oh, this would be passive because you're just handing them coins. I think they go, fucking right, enjoy, and you will be the happy owner of those 3 items. Horlick.
lovely.
Okay, moving on to Vivian's stock of ridiculous items.
This is
I
one
did
of
want to ask a question. If
Of
I was
course.
having tea with a noble human, someone who
Some
sleeps,
noble. Sorry?
someone who sleeps.
Presumably.
Well, elves don't sleep.
They can.
That's true.
Not on purpose generally.
Yeah.
No, this is I don't know who this noble is, but they're not an elf. So yes, they do sleep.
Then I will also lean on my credentials as Dreamweaver and offer a boon in addition to the platinum.
Like oh, they're like, oh, if you want to add that on, I would be most happy for the to make that extra connection. Thank you so much. So whoever you can mark down your ally sheet like Waterdavian this is like high class Waterdavian noble. Like this is probably one of like the top 10 richest people in Water that you're talking to.
Oh, I am aware.
Okay, yeah. So mark down that you have made an ally in that individual because you will provide them a boon at some time.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so Luck Blade, legendary item. Here comes the money. That is going to be $250,000 gold.
Taking that.
Absolutely. And I have to roll a deception check?
Yeah, let me get that out of the way.
30.
Okay. So like, take it, yeah. Seems authentic. Authentic platinum. It's hard to
All
tell
right,
which
guys.
platinum is authentic, but
We're
here we
getting
are.
into the weeds, man. 9.5.
Asshole. Okay, this one, like, we'll make a deal on this one. This one will only go for, shall we say, 100,000 gold pieces.
That's fine.
All right. Cha-ching. Sold. +2 breastplate.
Hold on, did you want the deception check?
You'll need to do one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is actually just a very rare item. So this one is going to be less expensive. It's going to be a measly 20,000 pieces.
I don't know. That seems pretty expensive.
We can also, at this point, I think we can speed this up and say that if we all want to roll rounds of deception checks, you could just have all the items. Why not? And you can have like what?
I already took
half
off the
a mil?
20,000, darling. So just
Keep going.
put it in a
Alright.
good place.
Yeah, you could like leave massive tips, I guess. All right, we'll keep going then. Storm Giant Strength Belt. That one's going for. That one's going for 150,000 gold.
Absolutely, we'll be taking that. Pleasure doing business.
Alright. Pleasure. All right, Vivian, you have emptied out the stores of this individual, and that person is now the richest person in Waterdeep. Tamlin, potion of supreme healing.
Yes.
All right, let's get to it. I need a deception check from you, sir.
25.
25 will do the job just fine. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, Potion of Supreme Healing is considered a very rare potion. That one's going to go for... that's going to go for 25,000 gold pieces.
All right. And did we even need the 2 scrolls of power word stun, or do we want them? Anybody? I think Nithril said they already have that in their spellbook.
Yeah, so maybe
Hey,
those ones behind. Or
Horlick,
Can anybody cast it?
Horlick, you said you were running calculations too, right?
Yep.
Okay, what are we at right now? I just fucked up.
782.
Hmm?
782,000
Oh, for how much we spent. Okay, good.
so far, yeah.
you haven't even broke 1 million. Oh my god.
Say that number one more time.
782.
782,000.
782,000.
Got it. All right, 9.2.
Let's see here. Power. Words. Money. It's a new game show they're starting in Waterdeep. Power, word, money.
That's gonna be my next spell I create.
Bards, sorcerers,
That's what this
warlocks, and
is.
wizards.
I can cast them, yeah.
Yeah, you can cast it. Because keep in mind, like, there's just because you don't copy them in a spell book doesn't mean you can't use them. Like,
Oh, it's
as
a
long as they're on
scroll.
your spell list, you can cast them. So,
Yeah. All right. We might as well buy them.
yeah, Horlick, that gives you like 2 castings of power word stun. Why not? Let's just throw them in there.
Oh,
Why
wait a
not?
minute.
What is the cost, my dear man?
It's 5. That's going for 125,000 each.
250,000.
Oh. Technically.
Oh, sorry. That I gotta have that. My apologies. Well, that will be for both of them. 125 for both of them. Do you want both of them?
Why not?
That's 110,000 then?
125 for both.
125 for the both.
150. Okay.
No, 125. 125. It's 125,000 for 2 scrolls of power word stun.
Got it. Okay.
150.
Because you divide them in half, but they're the same scroll, so it's just 125, right?
Okay.
I was like, 125, 150, right?
Correct.
Sure, correct. Yeah, we need to burn some of this cash anyway. Okay, check. We bought them all. Well done, Tamlin. Nithroel. Ooh, I need your deception check.
This
Now,
is
Steve,
where
you'll-
the
is
ruse
where-
ends.
Everything falls.
Hey, wait a
Alright.
second. These coins have your faces on them.
You guys must be really important. Did you roll low? Did you roll really low? Oh my
It's
God,
the
you rolled
jig
I would
up.
like to use inspiration, please.
I
I rolled a
Go
nat
ahead
1
and
for a
roll
total
ins-
of 12.
You roll inspiration, sure, go for it.
That's funny.
That's
Uh.
very funny. 1. Come on.
That'll be a
Nice.
26, good sir.
Okay. You win this round. I'll get you, my pretty.
Dude, I was literally thinking the same thing. Again, same person.
Same person. That's gonna be 12,000 gold pieces.
Damn it.
Oh no, 12,000. All right,
Guys,
fine.
we're only at 81,000 out of 9 million.
All right.
10
Do we
million.
want Trixie's potion of growth?
No, Trixie knows her strengths and weaknesses, and she will not be attempting this at all.
Fine with
Okay.
you,
At
so
all.
I'll
would
buy it
help-
No,
from
because you know
you.
what'll happen? I'll go, I'll fail, and then all of Waterdeep will know that there's
They're
counterfeit
gonna
money
rip
going
these
out there.
parties.
Yeah.
So no.
Just
She
to put it
doesn't.
out there really quick, it's worth 250 gold, so you wouldn't have to use counterfeit money for it.
I have 250
I'll,
gold.
I'll buy that then.
Oh,
It's fine. I have
It's okay,
3
I'll front you
potions that
money.
are better than that anyway, so
damn! This is
It's
like.
fine.
Have you guys ever seen the fall of House like Usher or whatever? That's what's going on right here. Like you guys are all. Trixie's like the first kid to die. Who's like they're like oh, like not pulling away. You're not even worth the investment.
I don't know why I picture Nithroel sitting in a chair, like a fucking throne, basically, and you
Made
guys,
of platinum. Made
yeah,
of platinum coins.
looking like the Godfather and shit. You asked me for this loan on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Or like looking like Tony Montana with like platinum pieces all
Dude.
around your nose.
It's just a mouthful of platinum.
Platinum teeth, platinum rings.
I'm one with the platinum.
Okay, Brock. It's your turn, my friend.
First, you get the platinum.
Then you get the gold.
Then you get the power. Then you get the magic items. Alright, what am I rolling? Deception?
Then you run. Well, let's see if you buy anything. Oh, you're gonna buy something. Yeah, roll me the deception.
Nithroel the loan shark.
Yeah, is this all on loan?
10.
You walk in, Brock, and he goes, "What are you trying to do to me? What are you trying to do to me? Of course I have a mage here with detect magic ready to go and identify. What am I, a fool? I'm gonna sell my magic items without these very necessary precautions? Only a
should've.
fool would sell their magic items without such things ready to go. You are a fraud and a scoundrel, and I'm gonna call the guards on. Well, actually, let me roll the complication table to see what kind of complications we're dealing with here.
Kill him. The secret can't get out.
You accuse me of fraud?
Yes.
Kill them both. Do it now.
Yeah,
You hear a
there's
message.
like him and a mage, and they're like looking at each other.
Telepathic bond. Do it. Finish him.
Make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'm gonna need both of you to turn around.
Make an intimidation check.
Describe my face. Do it. From the best of your memory.
23.
They both like.
Get on your knees.
I take the scroll and the potions and leave.
They let you go. They'll tell the guards about it, but like everyone gets back, and Trixie's like, "No, it's fine. I didn't need that one." All of you guys have got all your cool shit. Brock, you come running up with your 2 potions, scrolling like, "We need to go. We need to go right now."
Let's go. They saw my face.
Uh,
And you
If
let
we
them
do
live.
something-
for a little while. Gonna lay low.
Family
Captain
will not be
Adatoris is
pleased.
like, "Where the fuck have you all been? We've been ready for like 4 hours."
Yeah, so have we. Come on, let's go.
Okay, hoist the sails, raise the anchor. Hey, that's some cool shit you all have. Where'd you get all that?
Don't ask about it.
Okay, fuck. Lost that. This can't listen. If we're gonna be sailing together for like a month here, you gotta calm down.
All right.
Don't
So-
tell me to calm down.
No. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Brock
As you
is
all
just-
get on the ship, the ship will begin to sail away out to port. And some of you may be looking up at the stern, might see like a number of guards come like running over, and they're like, I will be generous and say you guys get out of there before any Griffin cavalry show, so you don't have to slaughter the fucking Waterdeep military.
I'll do it.
And
Right.
I know you will, and that's just You know
All
what?
right.
Let's roll it because that sounds like an interesting plot point.
Oh, are
I
we
will
gonna
ro-
fight?
I will tell you what. What are we rolling here? I am gonna roll a crew quality check for this captain to see if the crew like hoists the sails and whatnot fast enough to get you out of here before the Griffin cavalry of Waterdeep show up. Yeah, you guys get out of there, and as for their ability to like find you once you're out of port, the dice say you get away. I think it would have been very funny to add the idea that the entire Waterdeep military is like chasing you across the sea, but the dice say so. We're not doing that.
For a couple
Um,
potions and a 4th level spell scroll.
Yeah, and then maybe they're a little too scared. That person's gonna be in their room like, bears, bears, and it's just gonna be permanently terrified by you. You get, hey man, maybe next campaign we just do a fucking like evil crime syndicate situation. That could be fun. But in the meantime, why don't we take our break now that you've extorted Waterdeep as a whole,
Indeed.
and probably destroyed the economy in one foul swoop.
It's okay. We just have to not use this shit for a while. It's fine.
But it doesn't
That being
matter. It's not
said-
even your plane of existence. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the economy is schmonomy.
Economy is schmonomy.
That being said,
Capitalism. You're just proving that capitalism doesn't work.
that being said, of the money that was left, Nithroel will be taking a finder's fee, so to speak.
A creator's fee.
Yes. So out of what is left, there will be, excuse me. There will
You can just
be a-
take what you want. You don't have to crunch any numbers.
I know.
I mean, it's your spell. You know.
I'm
Right.
a
It's your
benevolent
money. You're giving it away.
Godfather. Everyone else will receive. Do you round up or round down with currency?
Depends if you're over. It depends on whether you're over half or not.
You're the
So
one
if you're
doing the
above
wealth
half, you
redistribution.
go up.
You probably
Very well.
round down because if you're rounding up, that's wealth you don't have.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, for
Yeah.
sure.
All right. So with the rules of
Yeah,
rounding
You
down
don't have
per
yet.
great Ryan, everyone in the party will receive 786,777 point nothing.
All right, say that again.
Did you say that number again?
Yes, 786,777 worth of gold pieces.
Fake gold.
Platinum worth gold pieces.
Yeah, maybe mark that not in your actual like gold allowance and into your other possessions.
I
as,
literally
like,
put Nithrel's fool's gold or whatever.
Yeah. maybe put it in
Or
like
is it fool's
Royals,
platinum?
Fools, platinum.
Yeah, okay. We're platinum. We're a little higher.
Fool's
We
plats.
platinum hose. Okay,
we
let's
rank
calm down.
we rank
How
platinum.
heavy is that?
That's a
About,
lot. You might die if you try to hold it.
I mean, it's 78,000.
Well, keep
pieces of
in
platinum.
mind, you have 10,000 gold, but you have you have 10. You started with 10 million gold
Yes,
in value, but you have 1 million platinum pieces. Just
indeed.
make sure you're.
You just
If
got to move the
everyone's
decimal
getting-
point over.
Yeah, because if everyone's getting 700 something, like 1,000, that doesn't go into a million very well.
Hmm.
So, is
So
that
we're
gold
rounding
value
down
worth of
again.
platinum?
We're rounding down the 0.7 off of it.
There isn't a 0.7.
There would be if you changed it into platinum.
Okay, let me ask you this: how much value what did you spend? Tell me what you spent.
Horlick? I believe 918.
19,000.
Could just Horlick give me that number, please? Just one more time.
919.
Okay, 919.
That's gold.
But that's in gold, yes.
Yes.
So that is actually
91,900.
91,900 platinum pieces out of your 1 million. So that is
Yes. And Nithroel took 2 million.
got it. So you have
So 200,000
900
platinum.
You have 908,100 platinum pieces left after spending. So that is what you would be dividing up. So nobody should be having 70, like the whole party isn't taking 7,000 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're dividing,
Why don't you just take whatever would leave enough for us to divvy ours up evenly. Like,
Yeah,
why complicate
yes.
it?
I
So
only
what?
took
What
2
are
million.
you? So you're taking two. Yeah, so you can't take 1 million. You could take
2 million gold, 200,000.
2 million gold, so 200,000. So
Yeah.
there we go. 9081000.
What fucked it up was the fact
Sorry,
we
give me
have
that one. What were you taking one more time? What was your personal extra
my
expenditure?
personal cut was 2 million. 2
Okay, so
million
you're-
worth of gold.
So you're taking 200,000 platinum. That leaves 708 left. Divide that by 5. Everyone should be getting 141,620 platinum, except Mithroya. And that does divide even.
All right. That number one more time, please. Well,
That's-
mine is just two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
yours
say-
is
say
just
mine
2. Yeah, yours is what you said. It was 200,000. That's what Mithroya got. 200,000 Fool's Platinum. Everyone else got 141,620 Fool's Platinum.
Excellent.
Sweet. Are we all happy with that? Does anyone need me to say it again?
I got it. I wrote it down. I'm thrilled.
Okay,
I think
then
it works
we
out.
are good. The Fool's money has been distributed.
PP.
That was wild. When you were like, I was like the brain dead as you were just saying like numbers at me, and you were like, PP Brock, and Brock's like, ha ha ha, and you just like kept going. I was like, what? It was far too well scripted. It blew me away.
I know.
Yeah. All right, let's take our break now that we have platinum properly distributed around. And when we
Amazing.
get back, maybe my headache will be less.
I love you, Ryan.
I know. I'm just kidding. It's this is the Feywild game, man. This is what I'm talking about. Good job.
I will now be doing this in every mage I ever make.
You better not, or I will kill you. I will kill your character. They will start coming after you. You'll get away for a little while.
Is tax evasion a big like crime?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
It's like up there with treason.
But there's no FBI. There's
Yep.
no CIA.
They have like like they have like secret service. They don't have like the fraud company, but they do have like
Right.
the guard who will go
They
after,
don't have
like,
the IRS. I know that
No,
is
but
a modern invention.
but they do have the tax man. They do have tax collectors who come to collect
Yeah, I was gonna say,
taxes.
there's one campaign setting that has like a pretty serious tax collection system, right?
Really?
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was now, but I remember reading about it for like possible upcoming campaigns. It's either I can't remember which one it was. Anyway, yeah, there's like each town has, or each region has like a tax collection office, and like there are a number of agents that work for it.
That's cool. I'm sure they're not corrupt at all and cannot be swayed with enough money.
Yeah.
This is a ridiculous amount of weight. I'm just saying. Where the fuck are we
It's
putting
a good
this
thing
shit?
you guys have your magic coin purses that every adventurer gets at the start of their campaigning adventuring.
It's okay. You
Rings.
all can just put your money inside of my demiplane.
I had
Yeah.
half a mind to like start using like coin encumbrance, and then like you guys have to like put your money in banks and stuff, and, like, but that forces me to have to figure out bank systems and whatever, and that sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I think
And
we'll
you'd
have
have to buy
store
carriages
bunch
to like
in your
wheel around
demiplane.
all your wealth and demiplanes and stuff. I think it's an interesting sort of little dynamic. Ooh, but I'll tell you one that I'm pretty set on establishing. I'm gonna like make a little post to like get everyone's opinion, but I'm pretty set on providing advantage against attack rolls against people grappled by you or your allies.
Yeah.
So if you have your enemy grappled, it makes sense you should be able to punch them easier because you're literally aiming them at your fist.
Right. Yeah.
So,
I've always thought that should exist. There've been like when I first started playing with you, I assumed that there would be some advantage to that.
yeah.
And there were a number of times when I grappled and then realized that it wasn't really doing me any good to grapple ahead of time.
Man,
Yeah.
let me tell you, my
It's good for
character,
control, but
my fucking
ooh,
character.
I got something that you might like, Brandon. My buddy sent me some homebrew demigod stuff, like a homebrew demigod race, basically.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I like it a lot better than what I've been doing. And it would make doing cool Zeus-esque stuff for Ouroboros a lot easier with your rage and everything.
That'd be cool, man.
Yeah, you get like a free, it's basically like you get extra lightning damage on every attack based on your proficiency bonus. And you also get like a bonus action lightning strike. And you can do every turn. And you get like free shocking grasp. And like, that's just like the Zeus stuff. And then you get other
Damn.
stuff because you're a demigod.
Nice, dude.
So I don't know. We're so far along in that game. I'm
Yeah, I feel you.
reluctant to change it at this point, but it's cool.
It is.
It's cool. It's good. All right.
It is amazing. You said I don't. Well, uh-huh. That's perfect. Thanks. I'm good. Thank you. I love you.
pay you.
Right, and that breastplate was just a +2 standard breastplate.
That's right.
Yes.
Yep.
Does anybody that's on want any of these scrolls or the potion of storm giant strength? Or will I just keep hold of them for now?
Imagine we'll wait for everybody else to get back. They might want some.
Hey, Horlick.
Yeah.
How much did you say we initially spent out of that 10 million gold?
Just under 1,000,000, 919,000. Yeah, 919,000.
Very good. All right.
Do we got everybody back? Vivian, are you there as well? And we'll wait on Vivian.
Brock, are you depositing anything?
Oh, into the treasury?
Yes, the Bank of Bibelar. We have complimentary bottles of water and cookies.
Alright, hold on. Let me put this
And
platinum
that's it.
into my bear pants and we'll see how much weight that comes out to.
It's quite a lot.
Well, we're not counting coin weight in this game, so you don't have to.
Oh.
I think that's a scam started by the Bank of Bibilar, trying to make you all forget that there's no weight.
I am simply a businesswoman trying to make a name for herself.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I saw the cut you took.
And with that cut, why would I take any of your money?
Narrow my eyes.
There's always more. There's always more.
No, I think I'll hold on to my money. I'll hold on to these fake platinum coins.
If you so choose, dear Brooke.
I take it we're gaining interest while it's in there,
Sorry?
yeah?
Oh, interest rates in there.
While
Nice.
it's in the bank, we're gaining interest, yeah?
Yeah, I got you.
Yes, if you agree to a yearly installment of some shit, I don't know. I'll hire somebody for all that.
As long as we get that interest back when the year's done. Yeah, as long
Indeed.
as we get to keep it.
Yeah. Think of it as a safe place away from any prying eyes. Surely a security investment.
Poison! All I hear is poison. We'll get started in 3 minutes or whenever Vivian gets back. If you're there, Vivian.
And do not forget the cookies.
I think that's so funny. Like to think about the amount of
Yeah.
wealth that like banks and governments have, and they're like pizza party.
Yeah.
Or the government trying to come after me and my business. They didn't. They haven't yet. They haven't figured it out yet. But it's been sketchy
Yet.
trying to get a house. Yeah, yeah. trying to find a place to live. It's like, yeah, it's just my business I run. You don't need to know more than that. Leave me alone. No, I don't have pay stubs. I own it.
It's
Yeah.
not as if there's an agent of the government in this call right now.
Yeah, but I trust all the agents of the government in this case.
That's crazy. I was an independent contractor for a long time, and it's difficult when you have to fill out like income paperwork for
Mm.
anything.
Yep. And I'm just fully scamming the government. So it's not even like it's difficult. It's just
Yeah, but it's the Canadian government, though.
We're still
Which is
recording,
fine.
right?
Oh.
yeah, but I think if any government agent opened up any of these YouTube videos, I'm sure I'd be done.
Well, Ryan.
If anyone ever
Um,
was like, we're auditing you, I'm messaging whoever's in charge of YouTube, be like, delete all of them immediately. I don't know these people. I don't know why they send me money.
Ryan, when you said that agent thing,
Yeah.
or when Brock highlighted that there were agents in this call, I just wanted
you
you
were
to
like,
look
"What?"
at my picture, like
Yeah,
the picture of the Fallout boy. Be like,
yeah.
yeah, we're your friends.
We're your friends.
I'm not writing all this tax evasion down at all.
Yeah.
We're from the government and we're here to help.
Why do you think I asked about tax evasion is taken seriously here?
It's not like I take that much from the government. All right, go after someone we're truly trust me. But anyway,
Yeah, you're right about the drug
let's get
smugglers.
to it. Let's hop to it. Okay, so you did it. You made it out of Waterdeep. You are on the waves, and we are definitely going to skim over the next long time on the ship for the most part. Because let's be honest, what possible adventure could occur on the ship that you guys couldn't handle with a snap of your fingers because you're all level 20? Disease? Gone, you know. Actually, yeah, Tamlin. Yeah. So disease gone. Fight breaks out. Fucking charm everybody. Fucking there's nothing wrong. And I imagine morale is very high with you guys around, or very low with you guys
Trixie
around.
was gonna try to learn how to dance. That could go horribly wrong. Just saying.
Oh,
That might be world ending.
might be world ending at level 20.
Speaking
Might
of
be
world
world-ending.
ending, how's my my boy, my
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
boy?
My
Your
boy.
beautiful boy.
Is he just carrying all the money in your bank?
He, I believe, can't assume another form. Other than I will be merciful. Yet again, you know what? My mercy has limits. After all this shit, my mercy has limits. Myth Royale, what were the commands that you left the creature with back in the Misty Forest?
I believe it was to stay out of the sight of mortals. Within 8 hours of his time being up, he is to find me. And yeah.
Got it. Let's see. So here's what
Yeah.
I
And then-
will. So he was. I don't think he's with you anymore. I think he kind of got lost along the way there. If he never came through the portal with you guys, I don't think you were here for that though. So I'd be inclined to like give you a mercy on that point. And say that he would come and try and find you via his power to plane shift. But once he appeared near Waterdeep, your first command not to go near mortals would conflict, and he'd be like, "This is how I get out of this." So as you board the ship here, your good time boy, he's I would say he's made a dashing escape, unless
I figured
I don't know.
that we had a day after, like we went to sleep after the day after meeting him, and I
no,
could have
you
cast
woke
it
up
again.
the next day and then you were sent on the water. I don't know. I'll tell you what. What would Mithril? I just gave you 1 million fucking platinum, dude.
That's unrelated. Just look at me. All right.
That's in the past. You gonna bring that up every time?
Gaslighter.
I will. You know what? I am gonna be. I'm gonna say that throughout the duration of the entire time in Waterdeep, there was no concern or question about what he was doing. And you boarded the ship and sailed off, and you haven't asked until now, and here we are on the ship. So I'm gonna say, you kind of forgot about him, and in this moment, you're like, "How's my boy doing? Oh fuck, he's either in the Misty Forest or, if the DM is merciful, outside Waterdeep, and I forgot all about him."
And how much time is left?
You probably would have reestablished the connection last night, so still a couple hours. It's a 24-hour thing, right? So a couple hours. So somewhere out there, he's probably sitting outside Waterdeep going, "This is how I'm going to get out of it." And you're standing on the deck of the ship going, "Oh, fuck." But you are a wizard.
And where exactly is Waterdeep? On this plane, I assume. 'Cause we
Yeah, it's
just came
definitely
from
on this
there.
plane. Absolutely.
Excellent.
Do you wish to do anything?
I wish to teleport to him.
I don't think you know exactly where he is. How do you intend to find out where he is? Or do you want to just roll the
Teleport.
dice on teleport?
Can you message him?
I can. So where is the ship in regards to Waterdeep?
It's a couple. It's like, I'll say it's like a mile out of port now. Like Waterdeep's a little blip on the horizon at this point.
Could he fly?
You don't remember.
I don't
Or if you
remember
remember,
him
you remember.
flying.
If you don't remember, you don't remember. No, 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 no.
I suppose. Can I teleport to a?
If you want to try and teleport
Person?
to him, you absolutely can. It's just going to be a little difficult.
Okay,
You want to give it a shot?
I do.
Okay. You cast teleport. Vanish. We will be going by the description familiarity because you have never been there before and you're only vaguely describing like wherever he is, I'll go there. So fucking damn it, you appear exact. Oh no, it's a mishap. It's a mishap. Oh, here we go. Mishaps are my favorite. People hate them, but you accidentally teleport into like a wall or like 100 feet under the ground or something like that, like somewhere where you shouldn't be able to exist. So you're going to take 16 force damage, and I will re-roll. There's another mishap.
Excellent.
You're going to take 16 force damage, and I roll again.
We're 32.
Oh, that's better. Hang on. Let's see where you end up. Oh, that is actually better. You're off top. So- Oh, it's funny. That's actually very funny.
Did you put this as the associated object? Very familiar, seen casually, viewed once.
I
Description.
did it as a description. This is description because you've never seen where he currently is. You know nothing of where he currently is. So you are bouncing. You cast teleport and you like bounce like out from inside of a mountain, out from like 100 miles into the earth, out from like inside a volcano, and you appear like 500 feet off the deck of the ship and go into the water.
Not any closer.
You're closer, just not very close.
You son.
So you were off target, and you were 2% of the distance that was to be traveled closer.
What the fuck?
So you're bobbing in the water now.
Okay.
Your hair's
Do
all
I-
wet.
How many hours did you say I had left?
You got a couple hours. You got like
Couple hours.
2 or 3 hours left.
Okay. One moment. I will. I will message him or sending.
Okay, you're sending to him.
Dearest, could you give me the exact location of where you are?
There's a very slight pause. You expect somewhere across the water there is a damn it said, or something along those lines. Then again, he is the son of a god and probably doesn't curse. And
Such a good boy.
yeah, he's a good boy. You'll say, I am on the outskirts of a
And be
field,
truthful.
Oh, you're done. You're done there.
Yeah.
I'm on the outskirts of a farmland field near Waterdeep.
So I can add that to my teleportation.
It'll still be considered description, because this is just a description.
Mm. Damn it.
You can try and see if he has cardinal directions. It's a
Well, it
little
doesn't
better.
really help the teleport. The thing with that makes teleport easier is your ability to have seen where you're going. That's what dictates teleport success, not the level of description, but the actual familiarity, the visual familiarity with the place.
Mhm. Okay. In that case,
Ship sailing off into the water.
Yeah. In that case, I will. I will use my. I'll use my wish to scry on where he is.
All right. Your scrying sensor. Oh, he will roll a wisdom saving throw against you because that's how it works.
Yeah. If I just say out loud like, the person binded under me will fail the saving throw, will that command reach him?
Does he have to hear it?
So, if you say, "I wish to cast scry and ensure that,"
Yeah, different.
Absolute.
Two different fucking sentences. The wish is the scry, and then I say that like after the fact.
Well, that would be two different wishes.
No, the second one wouldn't be a wish. It's just
You're just saying that and
I'm just
hoping it
saying it.
affects your
Yeah.
planar binding or
Mhm.
whatever.
I don't know how the
So,
commands
what
work.
is the relevance of you saying, "I hope he fails it"? Because he
I'm
needs to be able to hear
saying-
you. Plane shift doesn't give you or planar binding doesn't give you
Yeah,
a
yeah,
telepathic connection to it.
You'd have to send him another
Okay.
message you're sending and tell him to fail it.
Yeah. Since I said the wish first, I'll just.
Well, here's
scry.
the thing. Scrying is not something someone's conscious that is happening to them, right?
Mhm.
When you
Most of the
scry on
time.
somebody, they're like wandering around. Yeah, unless they have some special way to find out they're being scryed upon. They're completely unaware of it. So the wisdom saving throws in a conscious. It's like breathing or your heart beating. You can't tell your heart to stop beating, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can wish for him to fail a saving throw against your scrying spell, like basically. Like I wish to scry on him with like however you want to word it, but you can try and word it as such to say that like it's a perfect scry.
But that would be outside the.
Yeah.
Certainly
Is-
outside.
the spell.
Is that
Yeah.
worth it being possibly your last
No.
wish?
So yes, I will just use the wish spell to scry upon him.
Okay. That is going to be a 30 to save.
And he passes. And to
He
which
passes.
I just cast the teleport spell again.
Okay. Shveb, can you go like find somebody more meager and like stand next to them?
So you're
Hell
teleporting
yeah.
back to the ship, Mithril?
No, I'm teleporting to him.
Okay, we're trying again.
Yep.
Okie dokie. All right, first one's a mishap.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to take let's get 20 points of force damage. We shall roll again. That is that's another mishap. You are going to take 10 points of force damage. That is another mishap. You're going to take 15 points of force damage. And then eventually, so after ow, 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 like literally like ping pong bouncing off of like 20 feet into a volcano, a mile under the earth, like into the extreme pressure of the immediate trenches, into some tornado, and then finally, fuck, you're all fucked up. Your body's like half crushed, and you're standing beside him, and he goes, "Fuck." And you are standing on the outskirts of a Waterdeepian field. You were eventually successful.
Next time I say give me specific instructions on where you are, I mean specific. Now get on the fucking ground.
He'll like sit down, fold
No,
his arms.
lay.
And he'll kind of the steel will sort of glow, and he'll like lay down, like prostrate almost.
Now roll over.
He folds over onto his back. Every turn, like rumbles the ground like an earthquake. His very body, it's almost like it weighs like 50 times more than it looks, and it looks like it already weighs a lot.
Now, for further notice, you will fail every saving throw that I put towards you. Is that clear?
Yes.
I don't know if saving throws are like, you know, what you would say. What I would say something along the lines
I
of
know.
it, any effect that I try to put upon you, you will fail.
I will not resist your witchcraft.
Thank you, darling. Now, hold still. And I'll do my planar binding again.
Okay.
Hopefully at a higher level. I
Do
don't
you
know if
have
I
a
can do
jewel
that.
worth at least 1,000 G? Oh, well, do you have a jewel
I
worth
have the
1,000
book.
GP? Oh, you're getting it through the book. Your book
Yeah.
is super cool. Yeah, it was beginning to like fade the seal on his chest, and then it comes back with a vengeance and is sort of freshly inscribed back onto his chest.
Yeah. How can I make it last any longer?
You have to upcast it, but you can't upcast through the book. You could wish for like an 8th level planar binding,
Yeah.
and that would last for 180 days.
Well, so the book also gives me the ability to cast that spell.
Yeah, but you can't upcast spells from magic items.
Okay.
Those are like separate from your power. You can pull the trigger, but you can't impose your own magical abilities on it.
Hmm.
Could you copy the spell into your own spellbook?
Yeah.
And I believe I have 4 hours, I think, of that spell learned.
All right. You can start working on that. Keep working on that.
Yeah, and I guess I'll teleport to you guys after I get a rest, because
So Nithroyal. Oh, you're gonna rest before you teleport.
Yeah.
So Nithroyal disappears for like 2.5 hours off the deck, just because like taps the staff on the ground. There's like a noticeable splash in the water, and everybody looks off and kind of is like, and then disappears again, and like is just gone. And then about 2 hours and 15 minutes ish later, I assume you're bringing the big fella with you.
Yeah, if he could fit it on the ship.
I have his name, Tennesis, on his mini.
My special
Is he
You will-
swimming?
Appear on the deck once more, and the whole ship will lurch as his great weight
Oh, great.
comes down onto the ship, and Tennesis will sort of be there, and a number of sailors will turn and see this quasi-deity, this demigod, and will sort of prostrate before him.
Enjoy the worship, dear. Now, please find a place to sit out of the way.
He like looks around at everyone prostrate before him, and he looks at you, kind of scowls, and he'll like walk over to one of the rowboats and kind of like just kind of like lay inside of it and just kind of like sit in it like it's a bathtub almost.
You're such a good boy. Say you're a good boy.
And he like looks angry, and the crew's like looking at each other like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, they just kind of like, holy shit. It's a very strange experience to see like Hercules show up and like this like little girl being like, do this, do that, do this, and like does it without question, robotically almost.
Mm-hmm. She'll like walk over to like where he's like chilling, and she'll kind of say, I am so proud of you.
One day which I'll break your bones again.
Oh, from now on you will only say nice things to me. Now say something else. Now.
Your hair looks nice.
Hmm. Okay. You relax. I'll make sure they bring you some food. I'm sure you are famished.
One day I shall caress you very gently with the edge of my hammer. In a very friendly, loving kind of way. Like I would to a distant aunt or something.
Hmm. And I promise you will not be enslaved for as long as I am breathing.
You'll just kind of lay there and like look bitter and like almost like actively thinking. You get the sense that every moment he wakes, he thinks of a way of escape.
Do you still want food?
And he looks at you and he goes, couldn't hurt, but I can find my own. If you'd allow.
Yes. You just must stay, I'll say within a mile. And my former command still stands. You will come to me within 8 hours of our agreement being up.
1 mile. He will stand and walk to the side of the boat and kind of leap off and into the water and disappear beneath the surface.
Mm-hmm.
He does like rise and like take breaths and stuff. You get the sense he can't breathe water, but he swims pretty fucking fast.
Hell yeah.
Fast enough to keep up with his boat easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If he comes up for air at one point, you will also not contact your betters.
He like looks at you mischievously and like dives back under the water.
I love you. Say it back.
Oh, he went under the water before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Before he could hear you.
He heard me, definitely. He'll say it sometime.
He said it underwater.
So yeah, that's my hijinks for today.
Got it. Okay. Incredible. That feels very wrong and dirty on my side of things, but that's great. All right. So after you guys have like been on this ship and seen this display of Nithroil playing with her new toy, which is a demigod, what are you guys up to?
Anybody have any plans?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, Trixie will do. She'll have dancing lessons with what's his name. And then once a day she'll ask Nithril's whatever big guy if he were.
What?
What was that? Can't hear you.
Turn
Every
into
day
Skynet.
she's just gonna ask the big guy if he wants to play cards.
Yes. And he'll sit down and like what's that? Go fish.
So, in the future, when somehow Nithral loses control, he remembers that he played cards with the druid.
You're like
They weren't all
you're
bad.
preparing for his divine wrath. Oh, I'm sure he appreciates it.
Oh, can I spend after our conversation? Can I spend some more time learning planar binding?
Yeah, you guys have quite a deal of time to kill.
Excellent.
I'll give you a little bit of. I'll try and give you a bit of a. Give you some semblance of an idea of how long it's going to take to get there. So you guys will have, you're going to have some downtime, wandering here and there. I imagine it's like, Wolcho being attacked by, and then like Horlick's like, and then like the problem's immediately resolved, like it's a joke. They're like, never mind. It's going to be like that kind of situation. Like they wonder why they even brought cannons on this thing. Those won't be helpful, right? But anyway, as far as how long it's going to get there, let's see. You're coming out of Waterdeep. That's the Troll Rock Forest. There's water. There. So that's boop. And that's there. There. Out of the way. There. Okay. On your warship, it's gonna take a month. It's literally gonna take a month. So you guys have like 30 days to kill as you're here, just like chilling around. And yeah, there's combat, but nothing that would require more than one of you to like deal with. Like maybe like you guys are playing cards and it's like, we're being attacked by harpies, and it's like, you want this one? Yes, yeah, I got it.
Darling, could you deal with that? Jesus.
He's a pretty good shot. Yeah. So is there any? So yeah, you guys have like 30 days. Is there? And to be clear, wandering around and hanging out and talking with the crew, like you don't need to be wildly productive. I know there's the temptation to do so, but remember this is a role play game. But what would you guys like to do? How you want to kill some time before you get to Evermeet?
I think I'm gonna be hanging out near the back of the ship as we're sailing along. And I'm gonna be doing some bonding with Scorch, my pet phoenix.
Love that. Let me get a phoenix out. Oh, I hate
Maybe
spelling.
we're doing some fishing.
Yeah, the bird's going near water. He's getting real big. He's bigger than a horse now, definitely like giant eagle size, because they grow to be like gargantuan. So this thing is getting to be, and it's growing fast. Like as the month progresses, like it leaves large size probably about halfway through and gets to like the upper edge of large size, or huge sized. So by the end of your voyage, she's like getting pretty damn big.
Soon I'll be able to ride you into battle. I know.
I will say I want you to make an animal handling check. I'll give you advantage though because you have adopted it. You're quickly learning the nature of the phoenix, which is that of fire, which is to burn and destroy, and it will be with some difficulty that you're going to convince it to not destroy the ship.
I see. Dirty 20.
Hey, that's really good. That's really, really good. Um, there we are. I hate Phoenix. The word Phoenix just gets me every time. Yeah, you keep it from like actively destroying the ship. It's like it's getting a little spicy, a little ready to like burn everything to fucking the ground. It's also like wherever it touches, it leaves like flame marks and scorch marks. So you have to keep it away from like ropes and canvas and everything. Like it's okay on the wood generally because it's like very damp wood. But like everywhere it walks or perches, there's like a sizzle and it can't sit on the wood for too long. And
Go skim the water, cool down.
and it does. It like goes up and flies out, and you learn that like, very fortunately, it is considered an elemental and thus immune to exhaustion, so it can just fly indefinitely. So it just kind of flies after the ship pretty much indefinitely without need of rest, which keeps it from burning down the ship. So that was going to be a problem, but luckily you rolled really well. Yeah, and you're bonding with it, and it's getting really good with you. But you're knowing that it's like it's getting closer. It's getting closer to the right size. It's almost a full-grown phoenix at this point, and Flame Rule may need to return to his duties as the advisor of Titania one day.
Not if we don't awaken you.
Right.
Stay a bird forever. I know.
Well, like, and it like singes you every time it touches you.
I know, me too.
Ridiculous.
He's not communicating with it, but he's communicating with it.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, you're just bonding with Phoenix, the artist formerly known as Flame Rule. And yeah, you guys are getting along swimmingly, and your Phoenix does not burn down the ship. But it's not going in a bag anytime soon. It has gotten far too big at this point in the journey. Okay. Well done, Brock. Well done. I'll say take an inspiration for bonding with a friend. Who else?
I guess I'm a little sketchy on how the different worlds work. So this is the prime material plane. But I don't think it's the same world where Tamlin grew up, right?
No, you grew up at the Feywild, right?
No. Well, I mean eventually, but he was born in the material plane.
Right.
But in like what's actually like Scotland, maybe?
Right. You've been around for a while now. Why don't you make me let's call this an Arcana check to sort of like understand the cosmology of where you are.
Seven.
This could be where you were born
Okay.
and raised originally.
So I would say then he tries to he spends at least some time trying to understand that, and like, you know, talking to the various people on the ship who seem to have some extra time about like kind of like the geography of the world that they've seen, like where, you know, trying to maybe even if there's an occasion to look at maps, maybe to look at some maps and try and get an idea of like how this fits into what he remembers of the world.
Got it. You know, the captain is more than happy to talk about like maps and stuff and the stuff that, and you were very young when you left, so but she says like, I hear you, but I don't really know what is it over here? And like basically tells you about it. At one point, like doesn't actually own one of them, but like very roughly scrawls the world map for you. Or at least the Forgotten Realms, which is a small portion of it. And it's like, maybe you're from like the other side, but like you don't look like you're from Karatur or anywhere like that. So I don't really know. Interestingly enough, it is the celestial giant's Titan Tenesis who will be a font of knowledge of planar how the planes work and the geography of things work, more so than maybe even the people on this ship, including your party. Being a being of great age and intelligence. And if you talk to him, make me a persuasion check.
Oh, sure.
He's kind of not liking your party for having beat the shit out of him and enslaved him to a evil wizard.
Unfortunately,
I
not
only
that
did one
evil.
of those things.
unfortunately,
You
I had
didn't
a
actually know what we were doing.
I had a low roll and I only got a 17.
A 17. Got to roll really low. He does relay to you that he has a vast understanding. He's like, of course I do. My father was Torm. I was raised on Mount Celestia. I peered down from the plains and came to understand how I might rule these one day. Help to manage that great domain of honor and duty. You I will not speak to, for you have no.
Well, although it's hurtful in this occasion, it's probably understandable.
That's hurtful, but I get it. So yeah, he relays to you that he does have this knowledge, but he doesn't tell you about it. But as far as just like straight geography goes, you're like, you could be from here, but you're starting to get the sense that you're probably not from this world. That this is some other world by the end of things. You start to, in your own philosophizing, in your own understanding of things, you get to understand that this is probably some other world.
Probably not the same place. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, if you started somewhere and you fell into another world, who's to say there isn't a third world you fall
Right.
into? So that's kind of what you get to around the end there.
I understand.
Okay, is there anybody else? Yes, Vivienne.
So I would like to have a think on some things. Like the last
Okay.
time I met my patron, because she asked a boon of me. And then she said some things, and now I have to think about it.
Got it. Speaking of which, that rich person from Waterdeep that you told would have a boon, you kind of like when you're dreaming at one point, there's sort of like a, hey Vivian, hey Vivian, hey Vivian, hey Vivian, like finally like manages to get in touch with you and goes, yes, I'm calling in my boon. I want to fall in love. I want you to find a beautiful woman, very well built and all of that, not too old. All of her hair, all of her teeth, of course. From a rich family, but like is really just like has something. She just has that special something, just is good with likes music, or some kind of passion. You know what I mean? Something to bring a little life to my life, and all the good things. I just want her to be perfect.
I absolutely love that, but we have to remember that perfect is subjective. You don't want perfect. You want perfect for you, am I right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Exactly. I knew I made a good decision doing business with you.
So then let's talk about you.
All right. Let's talk about me. I'm
And
very
she will
rich.
spend the next however long interviewing him about the things that interest him. Like she'll go full matchmaker mode on this and trying to find out based on who he is, what kind of person would actually, where both of them would really mesh well with one another.
Got it. He
They make
seems to
each
have.
other's dreams come true.
Yeah, you get the sense that he wants somebody who like is in like is a proper lady, but has a mind of her own. Like isn't like sure is like flowery or girly or whatever, but like isn't like a timid little mouse. Like has some like let's
Maybe an artist.
like you've been like an art exactly has an artist. He wants somebody who will like pull him away who could like bring a little life into his life because he's all work, he's all business. He wants someone who can pull him away from that and enjoy the finer things and enjoy his time and his wealth. someone he can spend his wealth on, and like appreciate him for how hard he works.
And just real quick, could you describe him for me? Just brief description.
Oh, he's an older guy. He's like he's like human, like in his early 50s. You know, he dresses very well, but he has a staff, so that's not really about him. But
he looks kept up, like there's like he's maybe got a little silver fox thing going.
Yeah, like sure, bowling like a little bit,
George
like
Clooney.
around like the sides there, but he's not. I think like an older. Oh man, what's first James Bond?
Sean
King Arthur.
Connery.
He's like a Sean Connery, like around the King Arthur time there. So he's a good-looking guy. He's actually a pretty good.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
His face popped into my head. I'm like, okay, that's him. That's who he is now.
So
He's like, I'm looking for someone special for you, man.
Junior.
Send me someone who's got a special something.
give me a little time to work on it. We want just the right person for you, yes?
Huzzah!
Find me Trebek.
Find me Trebek. Find me my Guinevere.
And I will legitimately go to work on that.
Yeah, you go, okay, fantastic. Make me like we'll call it an insight check. Make me an insight check as you peer through the dreams of various ladies of Waterdeep and beyond to see who might meet his match.
Just checking my insight, oh good. I'm even proficient in it. Come on, you've been good to me tonight.
Are you proficient in
so-
matchmaking?
I'm gonna go ahead and use the inspiration that I have, because that was not the za. No, it was not. That was a 3.
Not the Zaw.
No.
Off the
Not the
Zaw,
Zaza.
as it were.
That roll was not crispy.
Oh no. That roll was moist. It was awful.
Oh god. What?
Odd.
That roll is better. Okay, so it is a 14, and I believe I've got an 8. Yeah, so 14 plus 8 is 22.
Yep, you find around, you find like a number of ladies you think will hit the bill. You're kind of like the casting team for The Bachelor right now. You find like a couple people who might fit. Now I want you to make like an investigation check to see like who they're related to, like who their fathers are, like how you can sort of like make this match happen in the real world, because you're a dream fairy, right? Like so make me an investigation check.
I think it's gonna be a 12, which is not great.
Well, it's not great.
Yeah, that's a 12. It's 12.
Well, not great. Don't worry. This is functioning as like a skill challenge, so one fail won't determine the whole shtick. But yeah, you kind of like you find the immediate family. You don't find like any like wicked opportunities, but you get some people. And go ahead now and make me a persuasion check, or an intimidation check, your choice. Try and like
Absolutely persuasion.
okay, persuasion to try and like push the like her father into like finding him, basically, like
27.
making fate happen. What'd you get?
27.
27. Vivian, at the end of the day, you manufacture fate. This guy is like asked for this like very specific, like perfect woman, or for him anyway, and you find there is this noble woman in Neverwinter, and you like sort of like go to her father's dreams and tell him your investigation fails, so it's a little bit more direct than like, oh, like maybe you should do business with this man. You kind of say like, maybe you should take a visit to Waterdeep and talk to like this guy, and it's the noble. And he's like, what? Why? He's like, just do it. But you're very persuasive, and he's basically gonna wake up and be like, I had the most vivid dream. It could have been a sign from the gods. I think we should attend the spring ball in Waterdeep. Let's pack up the family and head down there. And by the end of the month, you have sent 2 or 3 women that you think might fit the bill down to Waterdeep, and you kind of report back to him, and you're like, okay, make sure to go to the spring ball. There should be at least 3 women in the crowd that I have ensured will be there for you. And he goes, Vivian, you are truly all they say. Remarkable. Is there anything I can do to thank you for your endeavors?
Oh, I'll be in touch.
You don't want my soul in a binding contract of power or anything like that?
Actually, that sounds good.
Okay, fuck it. And he'll become your warlock.
If you insist.
All right, fuck it, let's do this. So Arcfey don't deal in souls. The souls are as valuable to you as like him and his service. And yeah, typically Arcfey take warlocks to have someone either to like do a little moving shaking in that plane or to simply like explore the world and sate their curiosity. So basically you kind of write up a contract and he signs it and he becomes your warlock, and his name is Conroy. His name is James Conroy.
I love it.
Fuck, that's a good name. That's not a that's a kind of a cool name.
I thought you were gonna say like Conroy Shawnery or some shit.
That's also good, if a little on the nose.
Yeah.
James Conroy is your new warlock. You may add that to your character sheet somewhere and keep track of that. And we will check in with him at some point and see if he falls in love and get married. Who knows? In the meantime, hey, he's probably doing pretty good for himself as like a bachelor anyway, so he'll get some attention. Okay, is there anything else, Vivian? That seems like your big project of the.
That sounds like the big project. Above the table, I would just like you to walk me through a thought, and if I need to make a roll to
Sure.
put the thought together, I will.
Sure.
The boon that Vivian was going to make for her patron was going. She proficient in jeweler's tools. She was going to make a coin.
Okay.
And the coin would allow her to walk through her realm for an hour a day when she's not in it.
Okay. Okay. Here is what I will say, Vivian. Because your interactions with her happen in dreams, it's not physical. It's all. So I will say that when you meet her, you can like manifest this coin and give it to her as like a sort of dream symbol of authority you're granting her within your realm. So it's like they say it's like Inception, right? Like the movie Inception, where they're handing each other things and there's relevance to items in the dream world. They're not physical, but they represent things to do with the dreamer. So yeah, you can meet her in your dream world and give her this like special coin that you've sort of manifested. And as she holds that, it sort of becomes a part of her like access as a dream avatar in your world.
So do I need to physically mint the coin and go to her to physically give it to her in the material realm? Or can this be done in the dream realm?
Your world is a world of dreams, so it would make sense that this item could just simply be something you manifest. Because at the end of the day, you wouldn't need to give her I think the flavor is beautiful, so let's stick with it. But at the end of the day, like if you really wanted to, you could just like snap your fingers and she could gain access because it's your realm. You can do whatever you want with it, right?
That's what I wanted
But-
to show. Okay.
Yeah, so you give her that, and that functions as like a physical symbology to her dream avatar, which holds power, and now she can kind of wander through your realm, which is wonderful. Yep, you give her level 1 access to the building. Very cool, very cool, and she is appeased by that. She's very happy by that, and speaks with you while you're not busy matchmaking in your dreams, and maybe wants to hear about the drama with Lord James Conroy of Waterdeep.
Oh, she gets all the deeds. All the
Yeah.
deeds.
She's happy to hear about it. I'll tell you what, make me a flat charisma check to see how things are going with your patron, to see if you're courting her well.
My charisma's not bad. Sweet. That's a dirty 20.
Fuck, that's really good for a flat roll. By the end, like you guys are getting real like close. It's a very like sort of a lady and a lady sort of interaction. Very proper, but there is like a definite genuine like flow of conversation. Um you're really you're doing good. You're doing like things are going really well. And it's up to you if you find yourself like having a good time with her, or if you're just kind of doing this for the power. But she certainly seems to be investing more interest in you more and more.
Oh no, Vivian's absolutely interested. This is genuine.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Very
shit.
cool. Very, very cool. Incredible. I will say go ahead and take inspiration, Vivian, for making such good friends with some. How are we doing the rest of the gentlemen?
So I think Holly wouldn't have been on the ocean a lot within his time because he would have been
Right.
on land fighting or doing that.
Right.
So, and he wouldn't have had this long of a period of time where he was inactive.
Mhm.
So I think he's very frustrated and most probably quite annoyed at the fact that he's just sitting around doing nothing and not being able to plan anything or do anything of any worth.
Mhm.
So I think he's just most probably finding his sea legs and just barking at people whenever they talk.
Got it. Horlick becomes exceptionally more grumpy as the days roll by. Incredible. There will be some storms at sea, to be sure. This is a world where storms are dictated by another god. Your god has very little power here except through you. But you can't help but feel his presence in the storm here and there, whether it's you as the conduit or something else. But the storm rages, and you just kind of wander around. You're a little grumpy, trying to find something to do with yourself. And every time a threat shows up, you're just fucking tearing apart. I imagine in your boredom.
I can help with that.
Okay. Nithroel, you see Horlick's grumpiness, and you. What do you do? What do you say?
Oleg, you seem well angry.
I'm a very impatient man. I'm not used to being able to have downtime and not do anything for a period of time and being cooped up on this shit. Doesn't work.
Well, if you are feeling a bit, what is the opposite of war weary? Whatever that word is.
Wanderlust.
Wanderlust? I could possibly provide you with something to fight.
Sounds
If you would be
appealing.
open to the idea.
It sounds appealing, yes. It may take my mind off this drudgery for a period of time.
Excellent. Follow me below deck. We need to go someplace a bit more private.
Okay, insight check. I'm sorry, I got him.
Yeah.
26.
What are you trying to figure out? What are you trying to figure out?
I
Is she
believe
flirting with you?
No. I believe the fact that she wants me to fight something, but it's for what reason I am trying to figure out. As in, is it for, it's obviously for her benefit, but as in, for what benefit is that?
Nithroel, roll me a deception check.
All right.
For the benefit of entertainment.
There's always a benefit. 19 deception.
What did you roll, Horlick?
26.
Nithroyel, you know how insight checks work. He's not reading your mind or anything like that, but from body language, from tone of voice, is there anything like diabolical about what's about to happen? Is this something that you're particularly excited about? What would Horlick get from your demeanor as you make this invitation?
He would get that Nithroel noticed him grumpy. She knows that he's seeking a challenge, a fight worthy of his character. And she is feeling excited and intrigued and interested to see how Horlick fights what she has in mind.
Okay, so we will say, Horlick, that you think that there might be good intentions here, that it's for your benefit more than hers, but there also seems to be a sort of mischievous excitement that tells you that she's getting something out of it, whether it's entertainment or something else. It's sketchy to be sure. There's mixed messages here, but part of it's for you, part of it's for her.
And she'll
Okay,
walk
Nithroyel.
she'll walk down the steps below deck, hopefully where there is no one around, maybe like a closed off area.
There is the cargo hold, and that's about it, or the brig. If you want to like seal yourself in the brig.
No. Any area where we could just be standing.
All right, you guys make your way into the brig, or into the belly of the ship, the cargo hold. Deep down, you hear the waves sort of washing. You know you're underwater right now, technically, or under sea level anyway. All right, you're down there. There's a couple of supplies, the foodstuffs and whatnot.
Okay. Oh yeah, and we can't see up there, right? There's like kind of a short height ceiling above us where those pillars and shit are.
If we want to get specific about it, let me make everything solid and drop down. So
Okay.
This is your situation specifically.
Excellent. So I will kind of just walk forward, probably past those 3 barrels.
Okay.
And
The nicest looking wizard in the world. The most evilest heart within it.
And I'll kind of look back, kind of like her head is tilted, but like the other way. And she'll say, "Now, if you would follow me." And she'll cast Demiplane and open up her door.
Very cool. All right, so she will tap her staff on the ground, say some very intricate words, and that's not a door. Hang on. Make this cool. I want to make this cool for you guys. Oh yeah, you know it's a fucking evil goddamn door.
I'm not even that evil.
You just bound a celestial to your will and
For good
humiliated it.
intentions.
Oh yeah.
Looking at it makes it seem so much worse than what I'm doing. Or is it? I like how all the color goes away too. Fucking hell.
Krampus knocked.
Yeah. It's a German.
It's the German. Wunderbar.
Come play with us, Horlick. Come play with us forever.
She does not say that. So she'll kind of cast it as if like arranging the fabric of the weave in such a way, and she'll snap her fingers, and the door will, and like a dark mist will flow out onto the ground like somebody has a smoke machine. And
Fall.
and she will turn around very like lackadaisically towards you and be like, well, follow me. The fight I have planned is not something you want to do on the ship.
There it is. Okay, you guys go inside of one of Nithroyal's many other planes of existences.
You do, don't you, Horlick?
I'll follow.
What a guy.
Good.
A real team player.
Good. Yes, and all that. Okay. You find yourself in a place of really nowhere, just endless. It's just a big room, because I believe that is what you created in Nithroyal, and there's also a single glowing stone in the center of the room, if I'm not mistaken. You placed something in here when you first made the demiplane.
Mm-hmm.
A shard of ice, I believe. So it's just this barren, white-walled, large room with a single shard of ice sitting in the center of it.
Now, Horlick, are you ready? Do you need to prepare anything?
I'm ready.
I already knew the answer. And she'll open up her book. The one bound in...
We know the book.
Yes.
The
And-
super major fucking evil book, yes.
Yeah. And she'll flip through the pages, almost gauging each of the words or things she's reading for suitability. And she'll be,
They've got them finally.
no.
Bren.
Oh my god, dude.
Anyway, sorry.
She'll be going through these different pages, reading things under her breath. No, this one is no. That one a bit overkill. Aha.
Nothing is overkill for Horlick.
So while Nithrael's thumbing through a little book, I'll just make sure that Stormgirdle's ready to go and will become the Avatar.
You, even in this demiplane, to your own surprise, Nithroyal, a chunk of the roof just smashes to smithereen as a bolt of massive lightning hits Horlick, and what is standing there is Horlick no longer, but like just ripped, like eyes ablaze, lightning, hair sort of flowing in the wind, the wind sort of all peeling around Horlick, as it seems that like it's as if the god of storms himself basically like came down from the heavens and inhabited his body, and your demiplane sort of begins to reassemble itself.
She'll like look back. Interesting. And then she'll go back to a few pages before.
Does she ever
Yes,
pick?
She was like, yes, definitely not overkill. And then she will use the book to call forth a fiendish spirit.
Not the god of death.
Can
Which
I do
one?
that?
Which one? Which one are you summoning? Or are you using Summon Fiend?
Summon Fiend.
I
mean-
lame as hell. Which one?
If you,
It's not actually lame as
I
hell.
can't.
I'm
I
just
can't make
kidding.
him do that. I can't make him do that.
Which one are you summoning?
I think the Yugoloth.
There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, I guess I got to pick off, huh? Oh, I know which one. Hold for the Goloth. How big is it?
I will tell you. Actually, I don't think it says. Oh, large.
Got it. Large. Oh, sure, that will do. Pulling itself from the earth is this giant, fat-winged, devil-looking creature with a massive axe waving around its head. It roars loudly and angrily, this fiend, who says, "You called, I kill."
Yes, as you have done so well. I have a individual here that would like to test his metal.
Got it. And he will go for you, Horlick. He just comes running at you. And for the sake of time, I imagine it's that without too much issue, Horlick, that it's a little bit of a fight. You're level 20. Like, it's fine. You carve through it fairly easily. Maybe you take a hit or two, but you, in the end, carve down this enemy. It is... what level spell is this?
It's a 6th level spell.
Okay, it's a decent leveled spell, but nothing compared to your power. Yeah, you do it. You fight, and you win.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Now-
Nick.
How was that?
That is taken out some frustration. Well, thank you. If ever I need that again, I will call upon you, if that's not too much trouble.
Oh no, never. As a matter of fact, I might invest a little bit more power to give you more of a challenge. This seemed too easy.
All right,
You're
so we
too
will.
kind.
Yeah, so to move along a little bit, we're running out of time here. Yeah, so Horlick and Nithroy. So it starts to get around the ship that Horlick. Let's see here. Yeah, like a fight club starts where they're like, they say that there's this like secret fight club that there's somewhere on the ship, but nobody really seems to know how to access it. But like they keep seeing you like disappear into the cargo hold, Horlick, and coming back like a little harried, but like your moves certainly improved. And people are like, we gotta find out what time is. And the crew is like, they think something's going down in the cargo hold, but like whenever you go down, it's a very like Harry Potter when they like have the room of whatever
Requirement.
it's called. Yeah, the room of requirement. It's exactly like that where you go down there like, oh shit, it's happening. And they like run down, you're disappeared. Or like you and Nithroy go down there and disappeared. And they're like, and then you guys, both of you come back and you look good. And so, but yeah, you guys work together, and Nithroil throws a series of demons and monsters and fiends your way, and it helps appease, but it's sort of like in your dreams, you hear the voice of the Storm Lord who reminds you that, though competition is very important within his domain, your war against Nithroyal's fiends it's for pleasure. The real war, you are fighting it by being on this ship. And that's all. But yeah, my guys might have a good time and do a little fighting. Very cool. All right.
I would say on
Rob.
the first time when we both walk back up, I'll just adjust my armor as in putting it back on, just to give a wink to Brock and walk off.
Cool. What about you, Brock? What are you up to? Oh, we've done Tamlin. So yeah, Brock, you're last up to bat, my friend. Oh, and Trixie. We haven't done Trixie either. So, but anyway, Brock, what are you up to?
Besides training with Scorch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did you already. Is there
I
anything
would
else you want to do?
I would like to I believe Vivian gave me the belt of Giant Strength.
Yeah.
I'd like to attune to that.
Yeah, you attune to it.
I got to unattune from the Wand of Fireballs. If anybody's interested. If not, it's just sitting here.
Right, you guys know that
What am I
Wand of
attuned to?
Fireballs is up for grab, and oh, I think you guys have already distributed your magic items, or haven't, I don't know. But you could do that off table even if you haven't already. But yeah, you attune to it and you feel like, to be clear, like it doesn't make you stronger. Like your arms don't get bigger, your muscles don't get larger. These stats are beyond what your body should be capable of. It's just beyond what your mortal form is capable of. But the magic item instills you with a magical strength. So when you do like grab the wall and you're like, you grab like one of the posts, you kind of like squeeze, the wood just snaps under your hand without little issue. And your might is near as great as any giant. In fact, probably more than most. Small but mighty. Small but very mighty.
Come on to the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome. Yeah, maybe once or twice Brock gets invited to the Horlick Thunderdome in the Demiplane, and you guys like go fight armies of Nithroyal baddies. Incredible. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Trixie, we have not hit you. You are last up to bat. Please feel free. Tell us what you get up to. You play some cards with the big giant guy who's like, I would love to be free of the domination of your ally.
Yeah, I understand that. That's all I can just play cards with you once a day for now. Sorry.
That's all you can do. That's all you're capable of.
Yeah.
That's where this is where your power and your skills end. Okay.
But other than that, Trixie's
My
gonna
father will hear of this, Potter.
I think Trixie's gonna spend the entire month just contemplating her future. And I think she'll spend a lot of time with Aligarthus, just asking him questions about where he lives and stuff like that. And then maybe using him as a sounding board or like her own personal counsel of bouncing ideas off of like what she can do. And then by the end of the month, she'll essentially make her final decision on what she's going to do, because she's been back and forth this entire campaign.
Yeah. And Aligarthus happily spends most of his time with you. He's very polite, very sort of like kind of traditionally chivalrous. He may be like a full-blooded like royal wild elf, like he's not half elf in any sense of the word. But he seems quite worldly, where that like elven arrogance isn't as intense, despite his age, where he's chivalrous and kind, and he's happy to talk to you about like anything you want to talk about and give his opinions. He claims to like not identify with the wild elves of the Misty Forest, that he does have royal blood there, and that gives him like divine right to rule, but he wants to find people who want him to rule. as opposed to it being handed to him through birth. So he considers himself to be a bit of a nomadic king, like a self-exiled king, until such a time as he finds his people, whoever they may be, and he hopes to find a kingdom that he's worthy of, and that's kind of his life mission, which is clearly on hold right now to help you guys out with a much more important matter. But yeah, there's definitely like flirtation, like gentle flirtation and affection, sort of brought up. You get the sense that he's maybe pulled back from the notebook style
Yeah.
interest he was giving you. But at one point he maybe remarks that he does not need to be so intense in his affections because he has space with you now, and it's comforting to him. And he just spends as much time with you as you wish to spend with him, and tries to give you space when you want it. He just tries to be the perfect gentleman. And by the end, you're resolute into a decision for yourself. And maybe we will be so lucky as to find out what indeed that decision. Incredible. I will say that like the Empyrean, like you play cards with him, you're the only person who pays him any attention apparently, that isn't entirely degrading. There's two people paying him attention. One just completely degrades him, and the other actually plays card and holds space with him, and he warms up after about a half a month. After like 2 weeks have gone by of like playing cards with him every night, he finally starts to like, I don't know, talk to you a little bit. He's like, so like, what do you think of him? Is he like, he seems like a really good guy. What do you think is going on there? Like, I see you spend all kinds of time together.
He's improved a lot. When I first met him, he was quite annoying, actually, but he's getting much better.
Really? That's all a man can do is learn. You know, all a mortal can do anyway.
True. Yes.
Yes. And he'll like be a bit of like a friend to you, Trixie. He does bug you like every now and then. It's like this awkward elephant over top of two of you all the time, where it's like, your friend's like enslaving me, and I could be off like saving people and doing the will of the god of like duty and honor and the protection of the innocent, but instead I'll be here and play cards with you. You know, it's that awkward like hanging here, and he's definitely like tries to be super like demigod about it, talking to you about like duty and honor and how you like at any point you can change your ways, but eventually you probably like it goes to the wayside a little bit.
I feel like Trixie will be like one track mind, so when he starts talking about his duty, she'll like take over the conversation and start making it about her, and then he'll just be like, damn it.
Yeah, and he just kind of like lets
not
it go,
consciously, but she just does it.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, me too.
I understand that completely.
Right. You know I'm supposed to be married, right?
Yeah. But no, he'll talk to you about all that stuff, and I think Trixie very much has a thing about her that's about duty and responsibility and such, and that's kind of what his god represents, is like justice and honor and duty, and you can confide in him about that, and he'll tell you things, and you'll find that he's a remarkably wise and intelligent and very charismatic individual, worth talking to.
Mm-hmm.
So
whenever he starts talking about things relating to his in capture, I will just show up on the deck like, no time for gossip. Get ready for your daily binding. Here we go. You can keep talking.
He definitely doesn't around. He like conversation ceases when Nithroyal walks in the. Well, not entirely ceases, but like he basically becomes a soundboard after that, and he just kind of like doesn't talk. He isn't as free when Nithroyal's around as when you're around.
Mm.
And with that, the month comes to an end. You guys have made your way past the Moonshade's Isles to the. Hang on a second. I need to. Holy shit! That's it. It's so small. Oh no, never mind. It's never mind. Okay, good. That's not it. It was just a tag on the map. But you guys eventually come to the lands where Captain Aditoris sort of like looks at you all and says, "All right, we've had relatively smooth sailings. There's been a couple of dangers here and there. There's always hazards aboard the ship and things in the sea, but this is where we start to get into the seriously treacherous waters. And as I've seen, all of you are certainly more powerful than many of my broadside cannons put together. So I'm going to start relying on you guys a little bit more to get through this thing. I'm a pretty capable captain, but dangers will require all of us. This is going to be a lot. You all ready?"
Oh, of course.
I explained some of the dangers long ago. The very seas changing illusions that can only be seen through by elven eyes, lucky for you. I am an elf. Sea monsters under the command and domination of the wizards of the Evermeet coast. Sea elves. If you really are here authentically, some of these will not be a trouble. That doesn't mean this won't be a perilous journey, so prepare yourself for the seas themselves opening up to eat us, for the monsters within trying to tear us down with every last ounce of effort. This will not be an easy voyage. There's much to be scared and much danger to see through. But with all of you here, we might just make it.
You've the soul of a bard.
Doesn't every sailor? Anyway.
Mithra definitely gives like a little nudge to Vivian, like,
Vivian does not acknowledge.
Oh, be quiet.
she gives you a
and
push.
He explicitly said he didn't like bald elves.
And you know what? As we enter into the stormy, tactless, dangerous seas that lie before Evermeet. It's a tad early, but it's certainly good before we get into this next arc. But we'll end the session there. Next week, you can expect great danger ahead. What water is left between you and the shores of Evermeet are perilous, even for those of your level.
Oh, that's exciting.
Wonderful. Two things. First
Three
thing,
krakens, blah. Nice. Maybe.
well, first thing, did Nithroel learn the planar binding spell over that month?
I'll give it to you, sure. Yeah.
At which case I would have upcast that shit to be a year and a day.
I believe that's ninth. Ninth is a year and a day. But yeah, if it's in your book,
Yeah.
you can do that. So you come in for this last one, and he finds what will, as you're like casting it at a higher level, what will he can to try and resist, but it's not enough, and you bind him to your will for a year and a day.
Mm.
It'll be
And he
very
doesn't
hard.
know how long it is, right?
I think being a celestial and a demigod of one of the great deities of this realm, I think he has some senses to know that he's kind of fucked.
I'll like brush my hand through his hair.
He like swats you away. Not enough to harm you because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can't, but he swats you away, and where he can, like you continue to clamp down on like his ability to like show you his dissatisfaction, but he always finds a way to show you like his hatred.
Well, every day I'll make sure that I bring him some food and some water, maybe some ale.
He's a big guy.
I know. I'll bring him like a few kegs.
Yeah, he probably like drinks from the sea and like eats a shark or something every day. He's a big boy. You see his fucking pecs, man? He
Yeah.
ain't supporting that on bread.
No, that boy needs his protein.
He needs his
Yeah.
protein.
Yeah.
He definitely walks around the ship like with like the protein shake.
He
He,
lifts.
he has
he
he has
lifts.
to eat an entire school of tuna, like Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. He's got like sushi one day. It's like it's a Mount Celestia sort of it's a delicacy up there. Whatever. What do you think the gods eat?
Vivian
Only the
wishes to
best.
create some rice, tries to make sushi rolls out of it.
Make it
You find that he's actually like a
Pokeballs.
very like despite all the violence and like demigodness, he's actually like he's a culinary, he likes to cook. He's got a gentle side. He likes like a little tea with two hands. He's got two
Oh, I
hands
love
around it.
it.
No, he's not none of that shit. Fuck that. He's awesome.
That was
You think he
awesome.
cooks? Okay.
Fuck that. No.
We don't
He's
have
like,
cups.
"Oh."
The cups aren't big enough to get two hands on. They're just two
That's
fingers.
true. He's like,
Oh shit.